Land back, everyone. Can I get a land back from our audience?
Land back.
Land back. And welcome to our 65th rally, Duty to Build a Free World. Because yes, honey, the hammer, it not only destroys, but it builds every single day. And we are building for the liberation of our people, aren't we, Chief Solomon?
Yes, we are, Alma. Yes, we are. Every day we are striving to either serve our people at the MARTA train, or going out to New Orleans to serve the people there, or even going to Pride Atlanta, Black Pride Atlanta, and serving the people there. Well,
we everywhere. We building in every single community. Land back. And I am Chief Amalicha. I'm the Chief of International Economic Development. I represent the Colina people of Venezuela. My class is poor and working class with some petty boo fries, petty boo aspiring, because the university ties, the colony ties and everything. But we working on it and we washing that filth away. And my pronouns are she, her. I'm super excited to be up in this rally with y'all. Land back. And who are you?
Land back, everyone. My name is Chief Solomon. I'm representing Africa and the indigenous people of Turtle Island. I'm using he, him pronouns. I am from the poor working class, and I'm, always, battling any forms of, bourgeoisie, any of those type of inspiring, things. So, yeah, I'm here ready to serve, always here ready to serve. And I'm also chief of social media. So, yeah.
Land back, and welcome to our co-host, Chief Solomon. Super excited to have you here, and super excited to have all of y'all up in these comments watching us here tonight. And of course, we live on Black Hammer TV YouTube, okay? So make sure to be commenting, liking, sharing, all right? And we are about to have some gems drop throughout this whole rally, okay, honey? Because revolutionaries, we come with the word, okay? We come with the word of the people every single time. So make sure to get those Twitter fingers going as much as possible and everything. But of course, we want to introduce you to who the Black Hammer organization is, because I know we got some new people in here tonight and everything. So this, of course, is our weekly Tuesday rally, which occurs every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And of course, we are the biggest, the baddest anti-colonial revolutionary organization in the game. And we are uniting poor and working class colonized people under these 4 principles of unity. Take us through it, Chief Solomon.
Hey, I love the 4 principles of unity, starting with 1, we believe that all colonized proletariats should have dictatorship over their lives, labor, land, and resources. That means, everything that's ours should be dictated by us. And then number 2 is we believe that all colonized proletariats are equal. No matter your gender, sexuality, your skin tone, your body type, your location, region, language, mental, physical differences, and or biracial identities. We all equal colonized people. And 3, we believe that all problems in colonial all problems that colonized people face are from colonial state, the apparatus that we live under, and those colonial puppets, those folks that are subservient to white power.
Them puppets gotta go.
Gotta go. And we also believe that all colonized proletariats is the only and true proletariat, and we until we have dictatorship over our lives, labor, and resources, we ain't got nothing until we smash these these puppets and smash this whole system. So yeah, and coming together, that's what we've been able to prove. So
land back, and that is why we are building a whole new world for our people everywhere, honey. Okay, and guess who's leading us through that? We got our own queen themselves, Commander-in-Chief Gazi Kozo, leading us through this revolution. All right, and of course, we have the wondrous Secretary General Tiger. And of course, the person making sure that we are keeping our minds and our bodies protected, our Minister of Defense, Chola. Land. All right. And of course, make sure that you enjoy tonight's rally, comrades. Okay, welcome into the revolution. Welcome. Invite your friends right now, all right? Like I said, make sure to drop that link in people's DMs and everything, right? What we got coming up in the rally and everything.
Oh my God, this rally is going to be amazing because in every rally, Tuesday rally, it's definitely, giving y'all, a sneak peek of what we have done in the past week. Or weeks, because we didn't have a Tuesday rally last week because we was in New Orleans, so serving the people. So it's just like bringing y'all that, bringing you the information that we have, gathered from New Orleans, bringing, all the good, like Amma said, all the good jewels that we're going to be dropping. That's going to be dropped here tonight from the speakers and things like that. That's what you got to look forward to. You got, some great speeches, but also some great, reports back from, our outreaches and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm always looking forward to that every Tuesday.
Land back. And speaking of those report backs, we have a defense update from our very own Chief Mace, who's going to let us know what's popping all over the world and what's popping in this organization to understand how we need to continue to protect our minds and bodies from the state, from these neo-colonial puppets, right, and everything, and making sure that we understand, what's defense up to in these outreaches. Okay, I know we went to NOLA last week. We did MARTA and everything. So we're going to check out what defense is up to. So make sure to stay tuned and get those Twitter fingers ready. Land back, y'all.
Let's go.
Land back.
Land back, comrades. Defense Chief of Staff Mace here. It's new. We got to get it switched up. But no, before I get started, I just wanted to talk to you all today about a defense update. If you see any suspicious activity, anything that puts yourself, your comrades, the organization, or our mission of liberating and colonized people of the world at risk, please report that to defense, whether it's myself, Corporal Kawatli, Corporal Nadia, now Minister of Defense Shalot. We want to make sure that all of our comrades, organization, and everyone stays safe so that we can get our people free. So please reach out if you see any suspicious activity or anything going on so that we can help out and make sure that you all are safe. But as was mentioned, I'm Defense Chief of Staff Mace. I represent the colonized nation of Mexico, use he, they pronouns. Oh, class should have came first. And for my class, I'm poor and working class, but I had some, petty boo aspiring in me. I was trying to get the bag. I was chasing it, here and there. I got that bag. But today I want to talk to you all about running through the bag, okay? Something that my pops had to teach me at a young age. So what I'm speaking about is, a baseball term. And I don't like baseball, this colonial sport. But it's got some good lessons in it. And, my pops had to teach me that about running through the bag. And so, for instance, if you hit a ground out, right, you're going to be out. You don't get to stop. You don't get to half-ass it, excuse my language. You don't get to, trot through, but you got to run through the bag because you never know what's going to happen. Even though there's a contradiction, even though you didn't get a good hit, even though cards ain't falling your way, you still got to run through the bag. You got to get through the bag for your people. You got to run through the bag so that you can be successful. And so making sure that we always run through the bag, no matter what comes our way. And with that being said, we've had some amazing outreaches, the MARTA train station, going out to Black Gay Pride. And this last week, we went out to NOLA to serve our people from, Hurricane Ida that, the colony has used to, genocide our people, just like they use all natural events. And I just really want to lay out, that we are the people's defense, the people's army. And we showed that on that day in serving our people. It doesn't matter rain, sleet, snow, 100-degree heat. hurricane. It doesn't matter what the colony throws. It doesn't matter what Mother Nature has for us. We know that through colonized leadership, unity, and organization, that we can solve all things. And so we went down. We can solve all things, y'all, all things. And so we went down to serve our people. And we gave out care packages, and we gave our people the good word of revolution, because we weren't just down there on some charity cases, y'all. We're giving our people the solution and the answer, the political line to get them free, because nothing means more than our liberation. And so as we were handing out these care packages, as we were, building this relationship with our people, and I can't even begin to describe to y'all how amazing and what it meant to be there, serving our people in a time of need. But what we gave those people, we gave our people the story of liberation. And so our trip to serve the people of NOLA, showed the masses that, through organization, we can do all things. Through organization, no matter what the colony throws at us, we can get rid of it, because it don't matter. We have colonized brilliance. We have colonized leadership. And so no matter what happens, we can always push through. We can always run through the bag. And so once again, we got to run through the bag, y'all. And our hammers do that every day. No matter what's thrown at them, you got rent today. Our people got rent today, light bills. They run through the bag. They know they can't stop. They got to keep going. And so as hammers, we got to embody that same spirit. And I just want to, say to, wrap it all up is that, something that we hammers pride ourselves in whenever we're serving the people. We understand that we're no different than the masses. We are the masses, and we have to meet the masses where they are. And that means letting them know that they can do this too. They can come out, they can do this work, they can serve their community, they can serve, the colonized masses of the world and build something that has never been done before, overturn these contradictions. But I also want to say, we aren't just out here, doing a charity case. We aren't just, giving our people these care packages to, help them for one day. We are trying to give our people the solution of liberation, the solution of being free, the solution of having these chains of colonialism gone and ripped away from us. We're giving our people solutions every single day. Those 4 principles of unity that were just laid out, those are the solution. That is the theory that is going to get us free. And so we brought that to our people, along with material care, along with material solutions. And so when we say you can do this too, to comrades, to our people, I'm not just saying you can give our people a care package. I'm not just saying you can do MARTA outreach. I'm not just saying you can go to Black Gay Pride and be with your people and meet the masses where they are. What we're saying is you can build a world where no one lives at the expense of another. What we're saying is you can overturn the colonial contradiction of the last 600 years that our people have had to live in this colonial hell. And we can build that world where no one lives at the expense of another. We can do what has never been seen before. We can do the impossible, because that's what, the colony and everyone wants to make y'all believe, right? That building this world, overturning the colonialism, it's impossible. Well, I'm here to tell y'all today, through colonized, leadership, through the leadership here in this room, CIC, SG, Nadia, Amma, Solomon, all of our comrades, the cadre circle, each and every one of you hammers. We can do the impossible, and we will do the impossible. And I just want to let y'all know to run through the bag. Get it for your people in the same way that you see our people out there trying to get this bag for the colony. Because if they can get a bag like that, we can try 10 times as hard to get a bag for our people's liberation. So keep pushing through, comrades. Keep pushing through, colonized masses of the world, and we will achieve liberation, and we will run through the bag. Land back.
Land back, Chief Mace. Land back, land back. Can I get some rousing applause for Chief Mace, y'all? Land back, land back. That is our Chief of Staff of Defense. Run through that bag for your people, okay? I just know that bag is filled with hammers and supplies to build, ain't it?
Yes.
Oh, yes. We already know. Tell us what you thought of Chief Mace's speech.
Of course, I love Chief Mace's speech because it was straight to the point, to what we have all agreed to doing once we joined this organization, once we took on our positions. It really is to serve the masses, to really connect with the people, to be out at these outreaches and really explain to the people like, yo, I'm doing this based off of choice. No one is forcing us to do these things. It's nothing like that. It's just the fact that we know that our people need solutions. We need other, situations. And the fact that the state that, everyone is in right now. It's kind of urgency. Everyone's at a state of emergency type of situation.
Crisis of colonialism.
Right. So it's like the fact that, handing out people seeing us in our Black Camera t-shirts and wanting to be like, what is it? Like, what is it you providing? And then them flipping, the card over and seeing 4 principles of unity, and people saying like, yo, this is what people need. This is, how do we get connected to that? And the outreach for Gay Black Pride was amazing just because people were from all over the world. So it was basically, we did like an outreach that kind of connected all states. We didn't even have to leave the state of Georgia to connect with so many people. So
connecting with all the people. I was talking to people from New York, Tennessee, like literally people were coming from everywhere to check us out and everything. And defense was on the ones and twos, making sure to defend Hammers, but defend our people as a whole. So salute to defense for always making sure that Hammers are good to go.
Right.
Land back. But of course, this rally is put on every single week by agitation and propaganda. And we got an urgent action item for everyone. What's that urgent action item, Chief Solomon?
The urgent action item is for folks to not only get on these social media platforms, but to follow like notifications on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, follow the Twitter, make sure you go follow the Twitch, and share when you're on these platforms. There's copy link, y'all. Copy link into people's DMs. Get this out to people, because sometimes when people share it, you just share it one time. No, it's multiple ways that you can share. It's multiple, styles of sharing. I love to see go underneath the videos and post tags up underneath comments and people's comments and all types of stuff. How they say recommended, follow, recommended stuff. Go into those, share it in the recommended spaces as well. Yeah, get it agitated. We have to get the people into what we're doing here with the Black Camera Organization. And the best way is through social media. And that's why our presence on social media is so strong. So, yes.
Chief Solomon giving us these tips about the recommended. Okay. And of course, in Agitprop, we got some events and shows all the time, honey. We be in the air all the time. All right. So you got to make sure that, like Chief Solomon said, you got to put on those notifications so you can come through and watch. On Sunday, September 12th, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we got the Revolutionary Book Trap. And our new book for this month is Materialism and the Dialectical Method, chapters 1 through 3. Honey, we gonna lay out how we as revolutionaries, we got to follow through with that theory of being historical dialectical materialists, right? Making sure that we move the same way the revolution moves, that we move the same way that our people are moving, right? To keep up and make sure that we are getting one step closer to liberation every single day. And next up, Saturday, September 11th, 9/11. Black Hammer presents Did America Deserve 9/11? It's a low panel discussion, okay, with some political education. And we will be answering the following questions. All right. What happened in the span of 20 years that got us here? Who is truly responsible? So we will make sure to answer that question for you this 9/11. Come through. Also on Monday, September 15th, 8 p.m. Eastern. 13th. My bad. September 13th for the Vanguard on, every Monday. We dishing y'all not only, revolutionary word, but just in a very spicy way, sometimes we even have a little dinner, a little dinner as well. And it's really amazing to be able to sit down with fellow, folks of the organization, have these conversations, dip into, the propaganda of, colonized people. Like we love, music. We love,
we love all these things. So it's just like to put an actual revolutionary spin on it is definitely great. And I've kind of never missed an episode. So.
Mhm.
Never.
8 p.m. Eastern
8 p.m.
Daylight Time
yes.
on Commander Gaza YouTube. So come through and check it out, y'all. And
oh yes. Okay, join the propaganda, agitation and propaganda today, y'all. Okay, this is literally one of the most active parts of how Black Hammer engages with folks online. So this is the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Twitters, the live me's and things like that. These are those platforms that are really focused on engaging with our people and understanding really, even when we say meet our people where they at, sometimes they online as well. So we don't forget that. We don't forget about the folks that are online. We don't forget about the folks that are looking to be a part of this type of thing. So agitation and propaganda is really something that you can be a part of. Like if you like gossip, if you like the mess, if you like to know what's going on globally, locally in your news, this is our way to like reframe that, because we know a lot of these colonial news platforms really cater to colonialism, cater to white power. So it's just like we definitely here to just change that up, dice it up, and you should join. That's why you should join. That's why you should join, because it's really about taking what we do here and really giving y'all the real, ends of it, because we're not really getting the truth from these colonial, puppets. We went to New Orleans. We seen that, FEMA really wasn't doing nothing for the people. So it's just like on the news they were saying, oh, FEMA's helping people. No, unless you had a car, unless you was white, keeping it real. So it's like, yeah.
So exactly, that's why you got to join agitation and propaganda. You got to make sure that these truths are getting out to the people every single day. And we also have to make sure that we are educating our people, right? That's where our curriculum falls under, right? If you see them posters out on the street, if you see our flyers and everything, I know we'd be passing out thousands of flyers all over the nation. So make sure to join up agitation and propaganda and be a part of an apparatus that actually cares about getting to the people and letting them know about what's going on in the world and how we can work on solutions towards, overturning colonialism. Land back. So speaking of political education, Agitprop still coming with the political education, and our very own Chief of Agitation and Propaganda, Chief Oju, is going to take us through our political education for tonight. And I know it's going to hit hard, so you better take out those notes, okay? You better get them Twitter fingers ready for those quotes, because people be going viral off of quotes. So get ready, y'all, and land back.
Woo. Land back. Yes, my name is Chief Oju. I am representing the nations of Africa and Borigen. I am of the working class with some petty boo fries in the side because of college as well. It got me wanting to be a professor first. Goodness gracious! And I'm glad I'm glad I let go of that 8th grade dream and decided to hold on to revolution instead. I made that decision a long time ago. And my pronouns are he and him. And yes, I am the Chief of Agitation and Propaganda. And I am here to bring you our political education today. And our political education today comes again from the one, the only Mao Zedong, who understood exactly the steps that an entire nation needed to take in order to carry itself to liberation. How can you take over 1 billion people into freedom? It's going to come with some contradictions. It's going to come with some hardships. It's going to come with a lot of work. Right? But if someone who can do it for 1 billion people, why can't we? All right. So we're going to read this excerpt from Mao Zedong called Carry the Revolution Through to the End. So it begins. The question facing the Chinese people, all democratic parties and all people's organizations, is whether to carry the revolution through to the end or to abandon it halfway. If the revolution is to be carried through to the end, we must use the revolutionary method to wipe out all the forces of reaction resolutely, thoroughly, wholly, and completely. We must unswervingly persist in overthrowing imperialism, feudalism, and bureaucrat capitalism, all that stuff that's old that we don't want. And we must overthrow the reactionary rule of the Kuomintang on a countrywide scale and set up a republic that is a people's democratic dictatorship under the leadership of the proletariat and with the worker-peasant alliance as its main body. In this way, the Chinese nation will be completely thrown off of the oppressor. The country will be transformed from a semi-colony into a genuinely independent state. The Chinese people will be fully emancipated, will thus achieve unity, democracy, and peace, create the prerequisites for transforming China from an agricultural into an industrial country, and make it possible for her to develop from a society with exploitation of man by man into a socialist society. If the revolution is abandoned halfway, it will mean going against the will of the people, bowing to the will of the foreign aggressors and Chinese reactionaries, and giving the Kuomintang a chance to heal its wounds so that one day it may pounce suddenly to strangle the revolution and again plunge the whole country into darkness. That is how clearly and sharply the question is now posed. Which of these two roads to choose? Every Democratic Party, every people's organization in China must consider this question, must choose its road and clarify its stand. Whether China's Democratic parties and people's organizations can sincerely cooperate without parting company halfway depends on whether they are agreed on this question and take unanimous action to overthrow the common enemy of the Chinese people. What is needed here is unanimity and cooperation, not the setting up of any opposition faction or the pursuit of any middle road. As the People's War of Liberation draws closer and closer to final victory, all the revolutionary people and all friends of the people will unite more solidly and, led by the Communist Party of China, resolutely demand the complete destruction of the reactionary forces and the thoroughgoing development of the revolutionary forces until a People's Democratic Republic on a countrywide scale is founded and a peace based on unity and democracy is achieved. The US imperialists, the Chinese reactionaries, and their friends, on the contrary, are incapable of uniting solidly and will indulge in endless squabbles, mutual abuse, recrimination, and betrayal. On one point, however, they will cooperate in striving by every means to undermine the revolutionary forces and preserve the reactionary forces. They will use every means, open and secret, direct and indirect, but it can definitely be stated that their political intrigues will meet with the same defeats as their military attacks. Having had plenty of experience, the Chinese people and their general staff, the Communist Party of China, are certain to smash the enemy's political intrigues, just as they have shattered his military attacks, and to carry the great People's War of Liberation through to the end. Land back. Peep this political education. See, Mao Zedong understands that we must use our labor and energy to carry our revolution out through to the end of its existence, which means carrying it through to the point of freedom, to the point of liberation. Stopping halfway goes against what the people require and what is necessary for the people. Even if they aren't saying, I am ready for revolution, they are always ready for freedom. And so stopping halfway means stopping ourselves from fulfilling our people's desire for that freedom. And when we say it's our duty to build a free world, we have to understand that it is simply a choice of whether you build that free world or you don't. Those are the two paths, the two roads that Mao talked about. Either you build it or you don't. And not building it usually means undermining the building of that world. And so what we say to you is you have to make that choice as well. Make that choice. Are you going to build that world? Are you going to build for your freedom? Or are you going to use your labor for everything else? For the colony, for the puppets under the colony, for everything except your own freedom. Use your body, use your life, use who you are to build for the interest of your own self and your own people. And that interest is freedom and liberation. And so, if you want to be a part of that, join Black Hammer today at blackhammer.org/join, and make sure that you are continuing to do your political education. Steel yourself. Political education is the framework that we use to understand what we're doing. And so you ain't understanding what you're doing unless you understand this political education. So peep this PE and you better get on it, all right? So lay 'em back, and I hope you all have a great rest of your rally. Lay 'em back.
Land back, and thank you so much, Chief Oju. We must unswervingly persist in overthrowing colonialism unswervingly, okay? So we got to make sure our eyes stay on the road, okay? That we see the path to liberation, that we take our people down that same path, and that we bring our hammers alongside us so we can make sure that we are building alongside that path and that we are building once we get to the end of that path. So, Landback, what you thought of this PE?
I love PE. I love PE in general. This PE definitely, stuck to what we've been dealing with, in this organization, dealing with our people, struggling with our people. I'm okay with struggling with my people. I have no problem with struggling with my people. And then overturning is great as well, So it's just like, hey, you struggle to win your people, even the taking the criticism, you take it to overturn, those things that you may be a little, shorthanded at. And it's just us getting stronger at what we do, all the time, so that's what I love about it.
Exactly. And this PE is strengthening our minds every single day so we can liberate our bodies from this disgusting colony every single day. So make sure that you sharing this PE with your friends, okay? Share it with your family and everything so they understand that we must carry through with the revolution in order to make sure that our people get to the point of ultimate solutions. So, of course, we got the queen that always comes with a plan.
Yes.
Okay, so you better get them Twitter fingers ready. Okay, if you on live me or something, do a little thing where you put your phone up to the camera and live stream the YouTube, but at the same time share the link too, because it's gonna be popping. All right. As our wonderful Commander-in-Chief, Gazi Kodza, is gonna lay out to us the state of the hammer. How we building CIC?
CIC. All right, y'all. Be quiet, y'all. Oh, Lord. Like the old church ladies be saying, woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. With my mind set on what? Freedom. I said what? Freedom. I said what? Freedom. I said what? Freedom. I said to the dances, y'all. Way back, everybody. Lord have mercy. I missed the rally. I missed it, baby. But mama back. She back. She had to go out and handle business, buy a horse or something. Anyway, so Lord have mercy, y'all. This weekend was really stressful on us as comrades because we saw what was about to happen in New Orleans. Whew. I ain't never seen a bunch of, upset hammers, worried hammers, that I seen recently about what was going on in New Orleans. The last time I seen hammers have that much care in their face was what was going on with COVID-19 in India, when it was spiking there. And I said, and with what happened in Haiti with the earthquake that no one is talking about anymore, because y'all already know when it comes to colonized people, after we're hit with something, it's on to the next thing of news. We don't get news like that. But January 6th gets to get played over and over and over again. I know everything that happened January 6th. I can tell you everybody who was there. I can tell you about their kids. I can tell you about their dog, their cat. I can tell you everything. Okay, I can tell you when they arrived, when they left. Okay, who's arrested, who's not arrested. I can tell you everything about January 6th. All of it. They play that thing over and over and over again. But you can't be playing about Haiti over and over and over and over again. Because this colonial media don't care about us.
That's right.
It don't care about us.
That's right.
But Black Hammer cares.
Yes.
That's why when what happened in Haiti, Black Hammer Times covered it.
Yes.
But we were wary then because we saw the pain that our brothers and sisters and siblings were feeling in Haiti. And we wanted to be there.
Yes.
but we didn't have the resources to be there because you're gonna have to charter a plane and all that kind of stuff, right? Because no planes was flying in and out. And so, you know, when we are met with our limits as hammers, when it comes to the needs of our people, especially when they are in most need, it really, it pushes us forward, but it also disheartens us at the same time because we have to be in the present that we're not able right now.
Yes,
but we can do something with Black Hammer Times, and we did.
Yeah.
We can do something with our Instagram, and we did.
Yes.
We can do something with our Twitter, and we do.
We sure did.
But ain't nothing like touching the people. They ain't nothing like having real power amongst the masses and working it within the people, for the people, by the people, like FUBU. Some of y'all don't even know FUBU. Okay. Solange. Man, I talk about FUBU back with LL Cool J. Solange. We talk about different herbs. But no, so we went. And we said we have to go because New Orleans ain't far. Nope. And I told y'all when we came to Atlanta, I said New Orleans ain't far, New York ain't far, DC ain't far. Nope. A lot of places ain't far. Turn on the lights in here, baby. Extra bright. See it. Lay it back, y'all. A lot of places ain't far from Atlanta, baby.
No, they ain't.
And so we went to New Orleans, which usually a 6-hour drive. But because of the weather that we were faced with, it took longer.
Like 12 hours.
Like 12 hours. And we raised the resources the whole way going.
Yes, we did.
You understand? We spend that bread up in here in Atlanta.
Yeah, we
Okay,
did.
it's not expensive to live in Atlanta. Actually, it's kind of cheap. But anyways, it is expensive, right, to be working for the masses of the people because they needs as many.
Yes.
So when we get money from BH Atlanta, we spend it immediately because our people gotta eat. Our people gotta be protected from COVID-19. Our people need clothes.
Yes.
Our people need services. Our people need medicine. Our people need vitamins. Our people need earth. Our people need political education. Our people need us. Our people need us. Our people need to see themselves doing the thing, not Red Cross doing the thing, not what's it called? The Olympic Guards. I don't know these guards. What they call the white National Guard, whatever. Annie, whatever. The white people. They didn't see Joe Biden. They didn't see no sellouts come save them. They didn't see themselves come save them. And that's what we were bringing to New Orleans at the end of the day.
Yes, we were.
And so with our packages, when we started asking for resources, you know, we thought we were just going to go there to pass out some masks. Right? We didn't even know what we were going to raise. We were like, well, dang, we've got to raise this money. We got to raise it fast, right? We've got a whole van to rent, right? And we're like, okay, so are we going to be able to get the bread? And then like, boom, we put it out. We're going to New Orleans and people started supporting. I'm in the store on live. You can see it on the YouTube. I'm on store in the live and I'm like, what should we get? We get this, we get that. And I'm nervous on sending money. Oh my God, we get this, we get that. And then, you know, they're like, the money's coming, guys. The money is coming. And I'm like, what? And like, yes, I'm getting the ding, 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 ding. Like, okay, paper towel, tissue. You know what I mean? Hand sanitizer. Oh, the good trail mix with the Omega G's.
Oh,
We got the Omega G's, didn't we, SG?
We did.
Yes. And she said, oh, what kind of trail mix is this? Oh my goodness. I said, yes. Nothing but the best for our people.
Yeah.
And we can afford it. And we got the good socks. Them socks was good. I wanted a pair.
They were good.
I wanted a pair. Any of y'all took them socks?
They look real warm.
They look real warm. That was nice. I wanted some socks.
People love them socks.
They love them socks.
Love them socks.
And we gave them so many good resources, right? With contacts of how to get assistance for their roofs and things like that. But we went to New Orleans and it was hard getting there, the storm and everything. But even though it got worse and worse going, none of us turned back.
Nope.
Do you know how many people would have turned back after seeing it get hard? Do you know how many people wouldn't have even went to those stores because they had zero in the BH Atlanta account because we spent all that bread on the masks, on the granola bars, right? On everything. The masks is not cheap. And we raised the money. And when we came back, we still had surplus resources.
Yes, we did.
So we're going to talk about what we're going to do with that surplus resources. But anyway, so, I don't know, she hinted. But anyway, so we went. And when we got there, you know, we didn't have no hotel. There was no hotels open. And it was like an apocalypse hit. You know, the white weatherman calling it the climate apocalypse, just so you know. They are calling these times the climate apocalypse. I didn't make that up, right? Or they say Armageddon, whichever, it's the same difference. And so they didn't have no hotels, and we were living and we seen the apocalypse, the thing that's about to hit all these people, the apocalypse. Yep. And so we're there and we see this ghost town. We see a few people here and there. We see no lights, no traffic lights, nothing. We see pigs running around like they gangsters or something with just their lights flashing, but even the pigs too scared to get out the car. You didn't see a pig get out their car?
No. We did not.
No. Did you see a pig get out their car, Malisha? You saw a pig get out their car, Maze?
No.
Nadia?
No.
All right. Solomon, you saw a pig get out the car?
No.
And we're scared.
Scary.
And we were scared.
Scary.
So we parked or whatever, and then the storm came back hard. And it started to flood, and we had to leave. Oh, that was crazy, y'all. We woke up at 4 a.m. The rain. That rain was like gunshots just beating on the car. The rain was so heavy. I'm like, oh, we got here. And we caravan out, right? And went up north. And we thought we were far from the devastation, but we drove for about 2 hours. And we were still in the devastation by Baton Rouge. And we parked and we saw a Walmart doing disgusting capitalist stuff. The people are starving. The people don't have nothing. And what they had the Walmart workers do is take everything that's in Walmart and put it in the trucks so the trucks could leave. Because Walmart got a notice that it's going to be very hard to govern New Orleans. You see, when they have to take the resources out of the city, it is because the state can no longer control the city, because the state apparatus, right, is to protect the status quo. Yes. And the status quo is looting and pooting. The status quo is you starving and you having to watch an apple in Walmart that you can't get, because if you try to get it, you'll get arrested. But when that apparatus is there not to keep you from getting the resources that are yours, right? The Waltons, right? The Walton family who owns Walmart has to make a decision to take those resources out of the city and go somewhere where the state apparatus can protect those resources. That was not a show that, hey, let's keep the resources here because the police is going to be able to protect us. This is just a short thing. We're going to be right back on track. The Waltons got a notice. And you saw the resources leaving New Orleans. You saw them burning gas like crazy, didn't you, SG?
We did.
They're burning gas like crazy, but the people in these long lines needing gas. And I'm Alicia talking to the people, and Solomon talking to the people while we're in this long line. And the people are just appreciating us.
Yes.
And then, we go to New Orleans. And we're going to a spot that we already predestined that we were going to go to these spots beforehand, and we posted, these are the spots we're going to go to with the resources. But little did we know that we couldn't drive or pass a block without giving resources, because we saw so many of our people starving. Every block we saw our people starving. We got to give, we got to stop. We were stopping traffic, but then when people saw what we were giving, the people did not care about the traffic no more. And these were people that stayed in their car. They didn't come out to say, oh, give me too. They stayed in their car. We had to come to them. They said, no, let this go. This is good work. Like, can you imagine? And then every place you stop and you give and you think you see 3 people, 30 people come from the back starving. I didn't know where these people were coming from. Like they were appearing out of thin air in need.
Oh.
Seeing our people need like that, always needing like that, it's not fair, it's not right. It's not fair, it's not right. And we know that, and we give them the resources, but what we have to inform them of is that they are not in that position because they are bad people. They are not in that position because they didn't work hard enough. They're not in that position because they didn't pay attention in school enough. They are in that position because capitalism needs it so. They are in that position because colonialism deems that the masses of the world will be poor while the small, tiny percentage of the white ruling class will be wealthy with their puppet sellouts that they will have as their puppet strings. And the strings of the strings are resources that they keep the puppet in control with. Because anytime Obama wants to talk about revolution, he will no longer have that $11 million house. Anytime Oprah Winfrey wants to talk about revolution, she will no longer have those book deals.
That's right.
So this is why it is. And so for this to end, there's no amount of resources we can give you. There's a revolution that you're going to have to wage and struggle and fight and join.
Mhm.
That's why we were out there communicating and talking to our people. There was a street. What was the street called again, Amalicia?
It was North Galvez.
North Galvez. I was born again in North Galvez.
Yeah.
Me too.
Weren't y'all born again in North Galvez?
Yes.
We were in the sea of the people.
Wow.
We were in the sea of the people, and they were washing us of our petty bourgeois filth, of our laziness, of our limitations. You know, they were there, just thanking us. And I hated that some of them felt that they had to lie about, you know, how many kids they had at the house or how many other people they have. Like, I wanted to tell them, just give me a number and I'll give it to you. How many bags you want? Just give me a number and I'll give it to you. You have to explain nothing to me. Even if you want it just for yourself, you have to explain nothing to me. You are in need. You've done so much. Your pain has built this whole empire. What is too much for you? My good, poor, and working class colonized people. And what I was most impressed with was the conversations my comrades were having. Everybody met people. You met people, didn't you, Nadia?
I sure did.
Nadia was loving on those people. I had to chase Nadia. Nadia was about 2 blocks down. We parked. We got this street. Nadia, who needs resources? Who needs resources? We are the Black Power organization. Black Power Land Back. And I'm like,
Get it back.
you get it back. And I'm like, Nadia, you gotta be defense-minded. We can't see you. And Nadia came back like, oh, you know, land back. Stop, Commander. Woo! Just getting vitalized like the people. And the people had us, we were drunk off the people. Solomon was out with no t-shirt on, just giving to the people, talking people, dapping people up. You know, I said, oh Lord, Solomon, the COVID, right now. Right? I see Amalicia. Where's Amalicia? Amalicia in this house, that house, every house. I'm like, where's SG? SG is some old lady house talking about, and show me the damage. Oh my goodness, and what happened? And this happened, and this happened. And what else happened? They were talking to people that they felt could do something about it. So we gotta do something about it.
Yes. Have to.
I gotta hear that sister say Black Hammer again, that took Black Hammer in her truck. I gotta see her again. I gotta inform her this was not no one-time thing, baby. Your life has changed. Your life has changed for the better. You got power now. This power ain't perfect. This power is still learning. This power got kinks. This power got, it got kinks. This power is still growing and learning and developing.
Yes, we are.
But it will serve you.
Oh, yes.
It will love you. You know? And we have struggles. And a good revolutionary once said, expose all of the struggles to the people. Don't lie to them about one bit about how easy this is. Let them know. Let them know. Because what you are doing when you are hiding the battles that you are facing while you are thriving is you are giving a blind eye to the people of how great they can be. Right? So you inform them of the battlefield that you are on and you are still providing for them. You know what I mean? We have had a mass exodus of the petty bourgeoisie in our organization.
Yes, we have.
These were people with their resources the petty bourgeoisie. You know who is left. It is not, right, the Ivy League school kids. It's not the kids with making six figures. It is poor and working class people that are really leaning on the masses, really leaning on the people. And we leaned on them. And we were able to raise more than we've ever raised in a short time like that for any project.
That's right.
And then we leaned on our ability to work as comrades, as cadre, as the Vanguard. And we acquired and did so many amazing things on them streets.
Yes.
We hood famous.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Come on.
I was getting dapped up by the gangsters.
Yes.
You saw them?
Yes.
They was like, what's up? I said, okay, all right, let's go. Like, whoa. I know the handshake.
They
But-
some beautiful gangsters.
Beautiful gangsters. And just thanking us, like, the way you had my mama, the way you got my grandmama out here. Like, thank you, blood. Like, thank you. And I'm like, yeah. And the people are smart because they saw she was leading. Hey, go this way. Go that way. You got to go this way. And the people came to me and was like, you know, that one right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? They're like, that girl's moving it. I said, oh, you know, she is a girl.
Yes.
But no, we truly got high off the people. Like Fred Hampton said, on his birthday. You know, that was his birthday. Or close to it. But we got high off the people, like Fred Hampton said, close to his birthday. Or on his birthday. Somebody check it.
It was on his birthday.
What?
We was posting all day on his
Look at the ancestors. It was on his birthday. While these other suckers was on their panels talking about him, we were living like them.
Oh.
Come on.
While these other suckers were just making posts about him, we were posted up in the hood like him.
Praise God.
Organizing our people like him.
Praise God.
Serving our people like him and being like him. Because don't celebrate my birthday on no damn Zoom. Don't celebrate my birthday on no panel. Don't celebrate my birthday on no coffee table. Celebrate my birthday by serving the people.
Come on.
It's their birthday.
Tell 'em.
Give them
Come
their
on.
presents. That's what a real revolutionary wants you to do on their birthday. And that's what we was doing on Fred Hampton's birthday.
Come on.
That's what we do every day.
Every day.
We really live it. We really live it. While the folks want to talk about us in any way that they want to talk about us, at the end of the day, the history books will inform the masses that while they talked, we walked.
Come on.
While they talked, we walked.
We walk.
While they talked,
We walk.
while they talked,
We walk.
while they talked,
We walk.
while they talked.
We walk.
Oh, baby,
We different.
we different. And let me tell you, the walking is not exclusive to the service of the people. It's also to the damage of the enemy. While we talk, while they talk,
We walk.
that's right. Okay, last but not least,
Break it
we
down.
came back to Atlanta. Like, y'all, we work hard. We work hard. We came back to Atlanta and then went on the MARTA train. And then was giving resources to people on the MARTA train. In big bags. Because we have been able to raise so much resources. Because the people is effing with us. They really supporting us. And so we are out here being able to serve the people. And the people on the MARTA train have to say, Black Hammer came out here 3 times with a mask and a granola bar. Now Black Hammer's coming out here with a care package. What's next? What's next? What's next? How is they going to serve us next? This is an organization that means something. They out here regularly and they shit is growing. What's this about? What's this about? And we can go and be anywhere that we need to be in the United States for our people. We'll hop on that road and we will get there. So guess what? If we don't have a chapter there, don't worry, because when we did, it was lazy anyway. Let the Vanguard be there, bitch. Let the Vanguard be there.
Everywhere.
Let the Vanguard be there.
Let the Vanguard be
The
there.
Vanguard will be everywhere.
Yes.
The best of the best. My people shouldn't have to see your sloppy, lazy face. My people should have to see your petty bourgeois weird ass that don't know nothing. My people should have to be around you scary assholes that want to say, oh, don't go to that person, they look mean. Or, oh my God, somebody looked at me, Or, oh my God, I don't want to go because they look like they'll hit me, I don't want my people around you, you weak sauce hoe. I need real soldiers around my people because my people need soldiers. They're getting killed out here by these pigs.
I need a soldier.
I need a soldier. Somebody help me when a hunter rains, so you know what I mean. If it's status ain't good. Let's check it for. Okay. So let me wrap it up. Woo. It's been a while. So I gotta come and give you the sauce extra hard.
Talk to the people.
I missed the day. Whew. And I'm a worker. So if I miss it, I'm gonna come back and make up for it. That's why she's doing this. No notes. Off the dome. Because some of y'all forgot. Anointed. Anyways, lay back. So we went and came back and saw that, Atlanta Gay Pride was happening. Did the train, then did our protest on that ass. After doing the train, then we went to the club. We went to the train, then went to the club for Black Gay Pride. Then we woke up. Then all Saturday we went and we did the Seven Nanda protest. Okay. And then after that, fighting that serial rapist, alleged, and we're only saying that because legally Seven Nanda has restricted us to have to say that. What's his name? Michael Trappier. And we do that. And then right after that, boom, we go into Black Gay Pride.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh my God, they're doing so much work. Why are they doing so much work right now? Because our people are suffering so much right now. So our work has to match that. Inform me where you see we can take a break. Inform me, and don't inform me by your own weak disposition. Don't inform me by your own laziness. Don't inform me by your own weak ass sauce. Inform me materially by what you are seeing in the news. Are you seeing that a revolutionary, that somebody that says that they're about it, gonna be it, gonna do it for the masses of the people, would sit on their ass and see eye up?
Come on. Tell us.
Let them know.
Tell them.
I know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And this organization knows who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we say it loud and proud. We are the Vanguard and we are here to serve. And we are the real revolutionaries.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why your needs are being met by us.
Mm-hmm.
We working hard because our people demand us to work hard right now.
Mm-hmm.
You evacuated. The United States government just cut off unemployment for 90 million people. We're not supposed to work hard for our people. Do you not know that most of those 90 million are going to be colonized people, Black and brown people? Y'all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're supposed to not work hard. We're supposed to, this time take a break. Huh? What else is going on? We got floods all up and down this mother sucker from Philly, New York, New Jersey, Louisiana, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
What are we supposed to do? Huh? Self-care? Huh? Meditate? Huh? Yoga? Huh? Chai tea? Huh? It ain't what Che would do, but you have him in your mouth. It ain't what Fred Hampton would do, but you have him in your mouth. It ain't what Jesus would do, but you have him in your mouth. It ain't what Asada would do, but you have her in your mouth. You got a lot of people in your mouth that when the people needed them, they were there, no matter what they were going through, no matter what their family was going through. You've read the stories of their families under attack. You've read the stories of them under attack, but they never stopped going to serve the people.
Never.
Tell me when Mao Zedong's self-care day was. Tell me. I need to know. When was Ho Chi Minh's self-care day was? Tell me, weak bitch. Tell me. Tell me I should let my people starve. Tell me I should let them cry with no answer. Tell me I should let them hunger with no food. Tell me. You telling me a lie. My mama didn't push me out for that. And all these words we reading about revolutionaries, we live by it. And let me tell y'all, what is so bad about hard work anyway? You have a bad relationship to hard work because your hard work goes to imperialism, capitalism, colonialism. Your hard work goes to McDonald's. Your hard work goes to Kroger. Your hard work goes to Walmart. Your hard work goes to these entities, Amazon. That none of those resources that you are creating on an everyday basis is coming back to you and your community or answer you and your needs. So of course, hard work for nothing is a horrible thing. But this is hard work for something. Something great, something glorious, something amazing, something blessed, something wow, something free. We building something free with this labor, with this work, and we are seeing it on an everyday basis, and we see it on the faces of our poor working class colonized people. And that's what we introduced to the people in Black Gay Pride Atlanta. Not just because when we were popping pussy with them and doing our thing with them and smoking and joking with them, but when the sun went down and we saw these pigs that I've seen for my whole life. Every time a nigga come out the club, you just gonna see a goddamn army of pigs harassing you, pushing on you, calling you all kinds of names, arresting your homies, starting fights, slipping drugs in people's pockets. Have to see that all my life, was never able to answer them pigs because I was one person. But when I was in Atlanta this weekend, glory be to God, I lived my goddamn dream because I had my comrades with me and we faced off with them goddamn pigs and them pigs piped the fuck down. Woo, off the dome. I just need to inform you. I'm cadre, girl. You can't. You just can't. You cannot touch it. Girl, she back. She's the girl. Isn't it? It isn't it. We is free. It's done. It's done. It's done better. And I am surrounded by people greater than me. So if you think this is good, I'm just the talker. I know some people in here that do some woo! And you need to see them. Not y'all online. Because what y'all may not understand is what you are seeing as a master plan. We met over a month ago and decided we needed to get off the internet and be more into the streets because that is what is calling us right now. And a lot of people couldn't handle it because they're scared of their own people. They're scared of the streets. They're scared, right? Everything is, I'm being harassed, I'm being attacked, I'm anxiety, I'm depression. And so they don't want to be there for the people, but we do. And so we're out in the streets. And what we've got to do now, because myself and Amalicia told separate people that we were going to help them rebuild their home. And I said it because I couldn't say no to them. I wasn't saying it because I was planning not to do it. I was saying it because a true socialist organization and party is ran by the people to the party, from the party to the people. The people's demands must be met. And then we give it back to the people. We are moving the Tuesday rally. This will be our last Tuesday rally like this. I'm done with it. I'm done with this small social media world that these algorithms done pushed us in. These algorithms, these state algorithms that are working even stronger right now because they know this is our time. So let's go where their algorithms can't reach the streets. We're gonna start having Tuesday rallies in New Orleans. Oh yeah, Nola, we coming back. We coming back. We coming back. And we're gonna have Tuesday rallies in New Orleans. We're gonna have Tuesday rallies on that street. What's the street name?
North Galvez.
North Galvez.
We coming back.
We coming back, North Galvez. We are going to be having our Tuesday rallies at North Galvez, live events. And we're going to be giving resources to our people, giving culture to our people, giving music to our people, giving Amalicha to our people. They don't know you yet, but when they see you on that stage talking to them, whoa, give them Solomon. Give them Nadia, a call for membership. Give them SG Tiger on the ones and twos. Give them Shagun's heart and kindness and laughter. Give them Mace's perseverance and jubilance. Give them shallots, dedication, and seriousness.
Yes.
Give them qualities, humility, kindness, wisdom, and his unending faith in the poor and working class colonized masses. We are done with bringing the revolution to social media, the camera. We are going to take social media and bring it to the revolution. Y'all gonna come to the streets with us. It's not gonna look like this. Camera's gonna be moving. We gonna be doing what we need to do, but you gonna get the situation because we've got to build amongst the people. We've got to trust the masses, and 500,000 people and more in New Orleans still don't have power. They need Black Hammer because it's ungovernable right now. So let's go show them what the governance of the poor working class colonized masses look like.
Yeah, we're gonna show them. Yeah.
Let's acquire and liberate some land. Land back.
Land back. Land back. Land back. Y'all heard that? Urgent announcement. Our Tuesday rallies are moving to being on the ground where our people are at, right? Because they was gonna be there anyway. We already know. So we're gonna make sure to be meeting the people while we are on the ground, making sure that they get their resources, making sure that they get access to political education, and making sure that they get truly brought into revolution, because that's where our people are at, all right? They're not just simply on these screens, all right? They're not simply just in people's DMs and everything. Our people are out there on the streets, in these clubs, every single day. So, you know that we gotta make sure to be building every single day. And we gotta build up these resources, okay? Because you know we gotta get these thousands of care packages back to our people. We got to make sure that we are rebuilding people's homes and everything. So I'm going to take y'all through this fundraising call because we going to make some money tonight for the masses of people.
That's right.
So, okay, we got a little goal tonight of $2,100. And I know exactly that y'all can make it up to this goal and everything. So, get that Cash App out, get that Venmo ready. And for both of them, it is at BlackHammer.org. All right, at BlackHammer.org. So I want to see people donating up in the comments and everything so we can make sure to get these resources for our people up in NOLA and continue to keep sharing this live. Black Hammer Times Facebook, Black Hammer TV YouTube. I know I dropped it into some donations groups and everything and some reparations groups because, them saltines need to come through for the people. Because these saltines, first of all, the reason that we are currently experiencing that our people in NOLA are experiencing these effects of this hurricane, of these floods, of these fires worldwide is because of these saltines who came to our land, who colonized and ruined the land every single day, right? By bringing things that wouldn't, Mama Earth was like, nah, you better keep that away from me. And they still, moved against the consent of Mama Earth, okay? And this is what has led us to literally New Orleans sinking. Literally the whole Gulf of Mexico right now, y'all, is underwater. Last time I checked, Houston, Texas is negative 7 feet underwater right now.
Wow.
That is just telling you that these places are becoming, places where people aren't going to be able to live. And that's why we need to step back into these communities, right? We have to build with our people. We have to give them their resources.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see them resources come through. Okay. Chief Oju with the $50 come through. Okay. Yes. Those $50 are going to go to 50 more masks for our people. Cause that K95 be going crazy with protecting us from the Rona. I see. Okay. Share. You got your monies for the people, $50 too. Okay, come through. That $50 is gonna go to 50 more K95 masks. All right. G Hammer got $10. I know y'all saw those granola bars that Shagun was packing. Okay, our people be hungry. Okay, I know I be hungry too and everything, but we gotta make sure our people are getting food out here, because one thing in NOLA and like during hurricanes all the time that we see is that these grocery stores be running out of food like this, because the saltines be going up in there and taking all of the resources from the people. See, they still haven't learned to get on the right side of history after 600 whole years. So y'all need to pay up. Let me see some saltines up in these comments. Okay, City Builder got $50. Okay, your $50 gonna go to those water bottles. Okay, Sam's Club, they got 45 bottle cases of water. All right, so we already know we gonna use them $50 to get us like maybe 3 cases of water or so. Okay, come through. All right, who we got next? Okay, Red Hammer with $600. I see you. You really want us to reach the people up in NOLA, don't you? You want to make sure that that's going to pay for somebody's roof right there, okay? And speaking of roofs, like CIC was talking about, I had walked into this one elderly man's house, and basically, I was just going to do an interview and everything and just ask him about like his experiences with like, Ida, and then right after Katrina, basically, and all these other hurricanes, right? Like Laura hit New Orleans recently, and then of course Hurricane Ike, and of course Hurricane Harvey had to pass through just a little bit too. So they haven't really had any time to recover at all. And this man was like, you know what? The house can speak for itself. And he led me into his house, and the whole roof was like just inside of the house. His couches were messed up. There was this like huge air mattress in the middle. Like this house was no longer a home for him. Wow. It was no longer a home for him. And that's one thing that has been taken away from our people every single time. And that's why the government never steps in. It's because they want to take away these homes from the people. They don't care, all right? Just like Kanye said in that ad after Katrina, okay? George Bush doesn't care about Black people, okay? Slow Joe Biden does not care about African and colonized people worldwide, or even literally in the country that he is president of stolen land over. They don't care about us. So that's why we as Hammers every single time must step in. We as revolutionaries have to work towards making sure that we get to the people, because the state won't step in. So I had, like CIC said, I made that promise to that man. And so North Galvez, I'm coming back. I remember y'all. Y'all's street is ingrained inside of my mind. And I can't wait to be out there learning and talking about the revolutionary word with you. All right. So make sure to continue donating and everything. I see Ching pledging $40 on your first paycheck. Woo! Okay. Them $40 gonna go to that gas getting down to Galveston, because it's gonna keep rising and everything. And that's another thing. I said Galveston. I mean Louisiana. Whew, Lord, North Galvez, Galveston, Houston, Texas, all that mixing up together. But yeah, we're gonna make sure to be, paying for that gas, because one thing about gas prices too is like New Orleans is literally making up, I believe, 13% of the oil industry around the country. 13%. Like that is very high. And for all of that to go out, for a couple of days throughout the week, that affects the people. There are literally no gas stations left. So that means no transportation for the people, right? That also means, no gas that people can use in their own homes, right? And so we have to find a way to also, if we have to get gas canisters to our people, right? Because we got to make sure that they are able to cook food, right? And that is one thing that a lot of people lose during a hurricane. Like I know for myself, like when my family went through Hurricane Ike and Hurricane Harvey, honey, cold hot dogs, that was sitting in the fridge, right? We couldn't put them in the microwave. We couldn't put them, on the gas stove that we had and everything because it was all completely shut off, right? And we didn't know what was going to happen next if we turn it on. And that's what the people of NOLA are going through right now, right? Only a couple 100,000 people have power back. Only a couple 100,000 when literally 1.1 million families were reported to have lost power, were reported to have lost gas money. So, we got to make sure that this gets to our people. So, Juchadi Winapekua donating $25 for the people's soldiers. Land back. We're going to be on that ground fighting for our people. All right. We got up next. Let's see. We're going to be fundraising too because we've been out this whole week. I know CIC was talking about this club, another club, plane, bus, train, another club. All right. Next up, we want to make sure that you are supporting the Black Hammer organization as always and making sure that we continue to get and meet our people out on the streets with these care packages early in the morning, making sure that they get access to these masks during this time where, honey, the Rona is wilding right now. If you check this morning's news, over 215,000 children have caught Rona. They have caught Rona, within the past couple of weeks. And we are already about a month, 2 months almost into the school year for a lot of children. And a lot of these schools still haven't moved to online. Even with the outbreaks that are occurring within their own schools, they're like, oh, let's let these kids just quarantine for a week, 2 weeks or so, because they see children as this exhaustible resource and everything. When in reality, children are suffering from this virus. They are reporting to have long-term effects. They're reporting to, get myocarditis. Right? And that's basically a heart problem. I used to do the science thing. I don't know what myo means anymore, but card means that it has to do with the heart and itis means inflammation. So I got that down for you. But we got to make sure that our kids are getting this access to these K95 masks because the K95 mask is giving you this full protection over the Rona, okay, every single day. Right, that you wear it, and it can be easily cleaned, right? And so make sure to continue donating. All right, for every pack of K95 masks, okay, let's say there's 20 in a pack, okay, to give to the people. If you give $10, right, and we are looking to pass out, let's see, let's do 500, all right, masks. What does that total out to be? Honey, math. I believe it's, you know what? The $10 per pack. So every $10 you give is a pack of masks to the people, okay? We're going to do that math once we get to the end and everything. But Revolution today is paying for 10 packs of masks, okay, with $100. I see you. So that's 200 masks for our people, okay? Yes. Who's up next? Who up next? Come on, let me see them. Oh, Aranda no Arroyo got $10. So you paying for a whole pack for the people. Yes. I see you. Okay. Revolution today, you got another $100. Oh, you said the people need 20 packs of masks. Okay. I see you. QAnon smash colonialism. All right, let's say that. She got $44 pledged in reparations for Thursday, period. And both of 4 is Commander-in-Chief's favorite number and everything. So thank you. We appreciate you. And that's 4.4 packs of masks for the people. Mm-hmm. So, add on $6 so we get to that 500.
That's right.
Land back. So, continue donating because we're going to make sure that those masks, them granola bars and everything get out to our people on MARTA, right? Because, the people, when they're on the train, when we first walk on the train, they're like, ooh, ooh. But, having been on the buses and the trains, on my way to work and everything before, right? People are tired. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be there. They don't want to go to work. They just came from another shift at another place. and they need something in their systems, right? Our people be running out of the house.
For real.
They don't have time to cook breakfast. They don't have time to say goodbye to their husband, their wife, their kids, their family, their friends. They don't have time to hang out with them. So they need something within their system. They need to see that smile behind that KN95 mask from a hammer. They need to see that care package. They need that granola bar. They need that trail mix. They need that bar of soap. All right? So when hammers get on these trains, we got to make sure that we are there to not only make our people smile, but to also bring them into revolution, bring them into something that is not causing them further pain or suffering the same way that the colony does. Because every time we get onto those trains, right, maybe one day we can pull our people off those trains and say, you don't have to go to work today. You don't have to go to school where, you know, your classmates, where your teachers got their whole mask down and don't care about your health or your safety. You could come with us into the revolution. Laying back. So I can't wait to be at MARTA again. We're going to wake up hell early to get out there. And of course, you know, we're going to keep on going. So make sure to keep donating. I see y'all. I know y'all loving it and everything, but I'm loving when I pass around the collection plate and y'all drop them donations, because our people need this right now, y'all. Okay. So make sure that you donate into Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org. Remember, our goal tonight is $2,100. And I know we're getting real close because y'all have been paying for those KN95 mask packs. All right. But of course, we also have to make sure, you know, that we are supporting survivors of rape and abuse within the community, right? And we are at a month of protesting Savananda, all right? And the alleged rapist, Michael Trappier, okay? And the survivors, the Purple Days crewmen, like, they be on it every single time. Like, when I hear them on that megaphone, I'm like, whoo, that right there is the word. Like, they're out here making sure that the masses of people know, like, this type of person should not be in your community. And the so-called co-op, when in fact, you an LLC, okay, owned by one person with that fake old board, okay? That means we got to call you out for lying to the community. And see, like, what Savananda is doing is replicating and is a part of the colonial state, is being a part of this colonial propaganda apparatus, right? They trying to make money by lying to the people, by telling them that we care about the community, that, you know, we are owned by the community. But you're multi-million dollars and you still got people, you know, that are houseless that work within your store, that have been abused by the first person that they see when they walk into the store? Are you kidding me? You're really community owned? Nah, honey. It's time to go. And it's time to meet the demands, right? I see Chief Oju with the $15. Yes. Continue supporting y'all. Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org. But remember that the demands are $1 million in reparations to the survivors of Savananda. Yes. And there's over 100. You know, it really should be more because Savananda be making way more. They probably been making less since we've been protesting. Good. But you could still come with that check. And of course, making sure that the survivors get mental health and housing funds, right? Because y'all just left them to be. Y'all just left them and we're like, okay, you know, we're going to kick you out of our store because we don't care about you. We do care about our reputation amongst the petty bourgeoisie. And we do care about our, you know, reputation with these, you know, other people's paychecks. We care about the reputation with the poor and working class colonized masses of the world. No, you don't. That paycheck needs to be going to the survivors.
100.
So they can have a place to call home. So they can, do everything possible to wash themselves of this filth called Michael Trappier and Seven Nanda, since y'all want to keep coming after our people every single time. So it's time to pay up, all right? And of course, another demand is that y'all need to give this public apology. Is it so hard to give an apology? And that's one thing about the petty bourgeoisie. They don't know how to give a good self-criticism at all. They don't know. They don't have a way forward ever. Yeah, I saw y'all Seven Nanda with that lame old Instagram post that's like 2 sentences. 2 sentences talking about, we are clean and safe for the community. Oh, really? Then why was that pig, that sellout pig, outside your store talking some BS to our people? Why were y'all playing Baby Shark? Baby Shark. Mind you, they were playing Baby Shark, which is a tactic that is used by, if y'all know what the Patriot Act is, okay, and what torture chambers are, they use Baby Shark to mess with people's minds. Seven Nanda, you are the colonial state. That's you. So you need to give a public apology immediately, okay? And last but not least for these demands, okay? Your little fake board, they obviously not taking accountability. So we need to wash that away, sweep it away. We're going to sweep it away, okay? And replace it with the survivors of Seven Nanda's abuse, of Michael Trappier. All right? So if you're ready to continue in this fight against Seven Nanda, you need to be donating to Cash App Venmo at blackhammer.org so we can make sure that on the ground, we're staying as strong as possible, that in the air, we continue to make sure that they hear from our people. All right. I saw some donations in them comments. So Red came through with another $100. Okay, yes. Them $100, making sure that we get that out to our people through the masks that we give out, because we give out masks at every single outreach, that our people stay protected. Because Seven Nanda also apparently had an outbreak. Caring about the community, but you lied to the people and let them get sick. Okay. And I see another $12 from QAnon Smash Colonialism. Much love to all BHO comrades. Much love to you too. Thank you so much. Well, of course, honey, the outreaches don't stop. All right. Up next for our outreaches, what we got going on? Of course, Black Gay Pride in Atlanta. Honey, you see that selfie of me? I was having fun.
Hey.
Okay. Our people were out there. Okay. They were out there with the dances. Okay. With the little concerts going on. They got them good food trucks and everything. Honey, that fish that I had from that one food truck, it was kind of busting. It had a little sodium, but it was real good. But of course, we also had to come through with those K95 masks for the people, right? Because one thing is about Atlanta is there was never really a mask mandate put into place, right? And so Atlanta has become one of the hot spots for the Rona. So we got to make sure that we get in them packs of 10 or 20 masks to the people. $10 for a pack of 20. All right, let me continue to see them $10. Remember, our goal tonight, $2,100. Cash App, Venmo, blackhammer.org. But, with ATL, Black Gay Pride, Atlanta, and everything, the Pure Heat Community Festival, we got to see not only Saucy Santana, okay? I knew it was saucy as soon as I saw them long nails, okay? I was like, yes. Before you even come on stage, I know it's you.
That's right.
And of course, the Brat and Big Booty Judy, okay? Big Booty Judy came through with the Brat, and a horde of other celebrities, right?
Yeah.
But one thing from speaking to the people out there, they're so ready for revolution,
That's right.
right? From not only to the festival, to the pigs that were trying to ruin the after party fun, but, you know, starting out with the festival and how people were so ready, right, for a revolution is, you know, they're ready to be out here on these streets. Every time we would pass by somebody and they saw us in our uniforms, you know, my Hammer City booty shorts too. Okay, I had to come through and show a little bit. But no, also like just seeing our flyers that we were passing out to the people. And if y'all have seen the foreboding, join the revolution flyers, you know that it calls out to our people, right? And it lets them know that it is your time to serve.
That's right.
It is your time to liberate this land, to liberate these resources, and get it back immediately, right? And that starts out with, you know, sometimes just giving a K95 mask to our people because they know that the government has not come through a singular time. They give people at these, you know, jobs and everything, cloth masks. When we know the cloth masks protect people from less than 5%, right? It's like around 3% of the Rona. So we got to make sure that they stay protected, first of all, and understanding that they are staying protected, that we are staying protected, so we can live another day in the revolution is what brings them in, so that we can live another day to be with Mama Earth, to be with our family, to be with our friends, with the people that we love. It's something powerful. It's something that all of our people want and need. So we got to make sure that every single day we are bringing our people, you know, into revolution and actually stealing them within revolution. I know some of the people that I met at Black Gay Pride Atlanta are going to be hammers. I know y'all are going to be with us there next year.
Mm-hmm.
I know that y'all are going to be with us at the club next week, at these, you know, community cleanups, at these 7 on to protests. Y'all are going to be there. And I can't wait for it. And I can't wait to get down with y'all, okay? It's going to be so, if we have fun at Black Gay Pride Atlanta, we're going to have fun in these outreaches too. Because you know hammers bring a speaker to have some fun.
Yeah.
Okay? So let me see. Who got some donations? Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org. I'm passing the collection plate around. Okay? All right. Yes, because we are at the Revolutionary Church. Okay. So make sure to drop those donations. Who I see? I see Cher with another $10 for the people. Okay, come through. Yes. All right. Yes. Land back. So up next, I was talking about the saltines earlier. Okay. But these saltines need to make sure, you know, y'all been stealing all these resources for over 600 plus years. 600 plus. That's wild. Y'all gonna continue doing that? I know some of y'all are, but it's okay. You're gonna be on the right side of history too. One day. We're gonna see how that turns out. But if you're a saltine, come through and get on the right side of history. That means if you are white, okay, because, you know, y'all have been taking from our people for so long, and it's time to give what you have stolen back. All right? It's time to swipe the library card back, okay, and give us back our resources, our land. All right? Because with these resources, we have to make sure that we are rebuilding for our people, rebuilding what you all destroyed, rebuilding the land, right? Because the reason that these hurricanes happened again because of you, okay? The reason that they are hitting our people specifically, the reason that our people don't have homes, The reason that our people are starving is because of you. So it's time to pay that back and learn even more about how you can get on the right side of history. Because, honey, you got a lot of learning to do. And the place where you can do it is up in our reparations corps. So you better join up the Black Hammer Reparations Corps, blackhammer.org/reparations. All right. And of course, you can also continue to donate throughout this live. All right. Remember, the Cash App and the Venmo is blackhammer.org. Right. And I know I was talking about the 20 masks for $10, but for every saltine, y'all need to give at least, let's say $10 per mask, $200 per pack of masks.
For real.
All right. And if you can only give one pack of masks, okay. All right. Make sure that you come through and continue to follow up with those reparations. But get up into Reparations Corps and learn more about how you as a saltine can make sure that the resources get back to the poor and working class colonized masses of the world. And speaking of which, something hit them saltines kind of hard. They even got a little celebration holiday for it and everything.
Ooh.
So we gonna talk about it real quick. Let's hit it.
Oh, we got a clip.
Good morning, America. I'm Charles Gibson.
I'm Diane Sawyer, and it's Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
Oh, y'all saw that? A little trailer.
Sure did.
Okay. Now,
Hey.
who has the answer to this question?
Ooh.
Did America deserve 9/11? Oh,
Guess you're gonna have
crickets.
to find out.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to find out this Saturday, September 11th, 9/11-911. Okay, it's a real easy number to remember. All right, so you better have your calendar out right now and write this down. We are going to be holding a panel discussion with Political Education on did America deserve 9/11, right? With everything that's going on in the Afghanistan war, which has already been won by the Taliban.
That's right.
Honey, they took over like 3/4 of a country within a couple of weeks. Like, I heard about this in the news. I was like, oh, we already back at this? Y'all been trying to hide this forever? And here we go. Y'all losing? Y'all ain't got no territory anymore out there? Seeing them people run into those planes. Why are you running? Why are you running? Okay, you fell off the plane. Like, is that serious? But like these petty boos, they're trying to run away. What are they trying to run away from? And that's what we're going to learn in this panel discussion is how, the United Snakes, what got them to this point, right? What got them to the point of having TSA, right? The weird airport police officers. All right, y'all know they didn't exist before 9/11?
What?
Yeah, they didn't exist before 9/11. But they still don't be working. We already know. It's already too much to happen. But we have to make sure that we really break down and understand, what happened that led to 9/11.
Yes.
What happened that it led to the Afghanistan war, right? Which has lasted 2 whole decades. And in The Art of War, like it really talks about how if you don't know your enemy, right, and you go into this prolonged war, you will lose.
Period.
America was not on their own ground. All right? They were fighting the masses of people of Afghanistan. Like these news reports were talking about how, the masses of people were not helping out the sellout Afghan soldiers and the American soldiers. So who were they helping out? Who were they fighting for? And we're going to find that out when you tune in 9/11, September 11th. All right, we're going to have a nice long day of panel discussion, political education on why America, or did America, deserve 9/11. Lay back. So remember to continue donating throughout this whole rally and live. Cash App, Venmo, BlackHammer.org. I know y'all excited for this event, but of course, economic development, we got to make sure the masses of people get their resources back, okay?
Period.
We got to make sure that our people are getting these K95 masks, that our people, do not end up houseless, that we are building every single day. So if you got passion for the self-determination of the billions of colonized people all over the world, and money-making knowledge and skills, or if you would like to learn those skills, honey, okay, come through and learn with economic development, right? There's over 7 billion people in the world, and over 90% of that is colonized people. And colonialism has tried to take much of our land all over the world. They have infected it with neo-colonial puppets, with a Rona, right? With this climate change every single day. This drastic climate change, mind you, this happened quick, right? Because they're trying to get us out of this world quick. All right? So we got to make sure that we build it back even faster. And that means making sure that our people get access to these resources, that we are able to, actually put people in a place that they can truly call home, in a place where they can truly say, Mother Earth, I love you. In a place where they can truly tell their people that they love them without having to break their backs for the colony. So join us at BHO Economic Development at protonmail.com. All right, hit me up. Okay, let me see y'all in Econ Dev. All right, so we can make sure to continue building for our people, because we're building a whole free world every single day. We are coming through with the solutions. North Galvez, I can't wait to see you again. All right, and if hammers won't stop there, we already know it. This is always just the beginning. And we will continue to grow and connect with our people. So donate to Cash App, Venmo, BlackHammer.org, okay? You know what? I know I didn't drop my donation in, but I'm going to give $15, okay? Because I can't wait to get back there on the ground. That's a pack and a half of masks, okay? That could probably buy a case of water at 45 from Sam's Club, okay? I can't wait for that shopping trip again. I know we're going to come back with so much more, right? And I can't wait to, if we're going to be on top of people's houses, hammering away at roofs, so be it. I'm ready. And I know you hammers are ready to continue building for the people. So land back and continue donating and sharing this live. Cash App, Venmo, BlackHammer.org. And of course, we gonna move it because, in order to actually build these roofs and everything, we gotta get strong, y'all. Okay, we gotta get the muscles. We gotta tone a little bit. Okay, and do you know where you can do that? Black Hammer Organization. Okay, you don't need YMCA, you don't need Planet Fitness. So get up into these weekly self-defense workouts, and we got some announcements for you. So Chief Mace, take us through these workouts. I know you're gonna be leading one too.
Mace with the titties.
Hey, free the titties. But no, yeah. So this week for our BHO weekly self-defense workouts and announcements, we got a whole lot of things for the people. We showing our stuff on Facebook, Facebook, gonna be on Instagram soon. So we getting out to the masses. But on Wednesday, we have First Aid and Survival with Coach Rohan at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So come out and see the amazing Chief Rohan give us all this brilliance about how we can take care of our people through First Aid and Survival. Go ahead and hit me with the next one. Here we go. Then on Thursday, weight training with myself. Somebody's out there, with my name in their mouth trying to talk about like I'm a 1 week Planet Fitness person. I don't know. I got videos back in 2016 of doing dips with 45 under my legs. Come for me. Come on. Like, we've been doing this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Here we go. Let me clean it up. All right. But anyways, on Thursday, weight training with Chief Mace at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So come out and get swole with me. We gonna get big. On Friday, we have outreach training with Corporal Nadia at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So come out, get this amazing training before you go out and serve the masses. We want to make sure you are all staying safe and getting the newest tips on how we need to be moving on the ground and talking to our people. So that's at 8 a.m. On to the next one. Then Monday, we have 7-Star Kung Fu with Chief Sundiata at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. See, we got y'all out, starting that discipline in the morning. Get up, get a good workout on, and then serve the people. And so we got that workout with Sundiata on Monday at 8 a.m. And then Tuesday, we have calisthenics with Chief Sundiata once more at 8 a.m. So come out, get this work, do some burpees, push-ups, things like that. And once again, get big for your people. Not only forging our minds for the revolution, but forging our bodies as well. And then we've got an announcement. BHO legal office, right? We have our own legal office within defense. And so we just want, any colonized person, right, who's looking to use their skills for the revolution. You don't need a colonial degree. You don't need none of that, right? Like you come as you are and you just serve, right, through the work. We have the amazing Chief Trinbago Flower who will get you all trained up on everything that you need, whether it's statutes, reading case law, all of these different things. So once again, come as you are, come be a part of the BHO legal team. But I'm getting cut, so land back, y'all. Have an amazing rest of the rally. I'll see y'all soon.
Land back, Chief May. So which one y'all gonna be in this week? Y'all definitely gotta be up in that outreach training because I know y'all cannot wait to meet your people. So let's make sure to get up into these workouts because they're free 99, honey. Okay, ain't nobody doing it like this. Okay, on the Zoom and everything. So come through and make sure that you get skilled and come through legal team, okay? And join up immediately. So, of course, we talking about building. And we know we got the person here, the SG, who be having whole conversations with Mama Earth, right? They get gardens, they got gardens going and everything. I know I was out there with the tomatoes with them and everything, all right? But they have also been able to provide us so much information on how Mama Earth is moving, on how these hurricanes and where they're hitting, and truly motivating our people to get back out there, okay? Because we got to be out there for our people. So I will introduce to you all the wonderful Secretary General Tiger Land.
Come on, SG.
Let's go,
SG.
All right, y'all. All right, quiet down. As the teachers back in the day used to say. Y'all don't have teachers no more because of Zoom.
Ooh.
They just mute you now. Oh. It's so simple. It's so simple. Land back, y'all. I am Secretary General Tiger. I represent the colonized nation of India, but borders are fake, so I represent all of South Asia. My class is petty bourgeoisie committing class suicide. Yes, SG. That's me, Jaybird. That's me. Land back. Yeah, I love this. I love seeing all my comrades up in these comments. And of course, I'm coming through with the he, him, they, them pronouns. All my he, theys, raise your hands in the comments. I want to see where the he, theys are at. Okay, all right. We got some he days in this hammer house. I love me some good he days, some good she days, the they thems. Chef's kiss. Land back, y'all. I am so excited to be here tonight. And you know why? Because I am still high off of the people. This past week was, I don't know, the best week of my life, the most impactful week of my life, right? And CIC really just told you all everything, right? What we have been doing, and Amalicha laid everything out to you, right? What we are doing and why we need more resources, right? Our week started off, with a hurricane. It went by so fast like a hurricane, and it started with a Hurricane Ida, one of the worst, hurricanes to ever hit the United States. And it hit, Louisiana on the same day that, Hurricane Katrina had hit many, many years ago. And it just caused so much damage. And the moment us Hammers saw that coming, we were watching it coming. The Ministry of People's Affairs was watching it coming. And we were like, we have to do something. We have to do something. And then, all of a sudden we realized, we're not just helpless spectators. We're revolutionaries, right? And we are going to go out there and serve our people no matter what happens. And so we went out there and did the damn thing.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
Didn't
we
we,
did.
Mace? We were out there, driving through storms, driving through torrential rain, our car's about to drown, there's water, the highway is barely a foot above the water, right? It's cloudy everywhere. And then the day the rain ends, the next day, there is a heat wave. And it was just, severe weather, one after the other. But we understood we had to be there, right?
Yes.
And that what happened with Ida, right, is just another example of the crisis of imperialism, right? Because when we were out there, we did not see the state. We kind of saw them, but we didn't really see any humans. We saw their cars, we saw the labels, I saw some trucks, but I did not see no police. I did not see none of them. They were driving in their cars, but I don't, Elon Musk has those self-driving cars now. So was there really even people in there? Right? And that's what we're seeing. The empire cannot keep up with all these crises. I cannot keep up with these crises. I had to make a list.
Yes.
I had to make a list because I was just reading the news tonight, and I was just reading it out to CIC, and I just kept going. So starting off with COVID, they've been looking back and comparing what the numbers were last year as compared to this year on Labor Day. And I read on CNN that the rate of COVID cases in the United States is 3 times higher than it was last Labor Day, right? So in that, imperialism gets a thumbs down. All right. Then we have Afghanistan, where the US just had the worst, withdrawal out of, and the worst pullout ever, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. You do not? Are you sure? They had the word pull-out game week. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. And now Afghanistan is in the power of the poor and working class people, and the US can't do nothing about it. They're just standing there and watching. I saw that, in Kabul, in flea markets, they're selling US military medals. You can just buy one now. You can just buy a Purple Heart now. You don't have to go through nothing. All right. You can probably get it for $1, $2. That's what your work was worth, America. That's exactly military discount, Amalicha. All right. And then, you have this colonial climate crisis, Ida was showing. And Ida didn't just wreck New Orleans and Louisiana. It went through Alabama, it went through Mississippi. And we actually got to see it make its trajectory as we were driving to New Orleans. And it went all the way up to New Jersey, Maryland. I have, family in the Northeast, and they were impacted by this. And, we saw the torrential, flooding and cities the entire city underwater, basement apartments being flooded. And what was the state able to do? The state was not able to do anything to prep for it, even though they knew, meteorologists have known that this hurricane was going to take that trajectory, right? But they could not do nothing to prepare, right? Now that is only crisis number 3, y'all. There are more. I don't know if y'all been reading, but there was a coup in Guinea, which is a colonized country in West Africa, known for being very resource rich. That's what all the news articles call it, because them white people love them resources. New Guinea is, sorry, not New Guinea, but Guinea is rich in aluminium, in bauxite, right? And these are all essential minerals for white power, for colonialism, for their capitalistic economy. And, from what I've been reading, it seems like the US tried to coup them. It really seems like that. And then, God, I'm tired, y'all. I am tired because when I open the news, I see hundreds of thousands of, saltines in Europe going crazy because they can't handle a lockdown. They are out there in droves protesting their cities, protesting their governments. They are tired of COVID. They do not want their governments anymore. The whites don't want their governments no more. Y'all hearing that? Like, there is just disorder and demolition and crisis and just, all those words everywhere, all over the globe. And in a way, that makes me really happy. Like, as a revolutionary, I think it was like, every revolutionary has said that, like, crisis is a time for us to build. And that's what Black Hammer is doing. And that's what we see these crises as, right? Yes. The empire is falling and we are building. But what isn't okay is the fact that our people are caught in the crossfire, right? Our people are suffering because of the colonial climate crisis. That's what we saw in Louisiana, right? These people who have done nothing, right, but been coerced to give their labor, right, to the colony, to extract this oil from the Gulf of Mexico, right, on these sugar plantations that they were historically brought to. That's the only thing that all they've given is their labor, and all they get back in return is attacks and negligence, right? And more attacks and more negligence and harassment and abuse. That's what we see out there, right? Like in the city of Atlanta, right? Like we just had Black Gay Pride, this amazing event that honestly makes so much money for the city, right? Because you have people from all over, colonized, queer and trans people from all over the globe, not just the snakes, but all over the globe who come down there to celebrate Pride. And, they give their dollar to the city. And what does the city treat them as? They treat them like crap. Like we saw the police trying to run people over. We saw this heavily policed event, right? This event that was put all the way in the back of the park so that they could have their white jazz festival in the front, because that's what we mean to them. At the end of the day, all we are good for is resources, right? All we are good for is our stolen labor. And unfortunately, our people are trapped within the crisis of colonialism, right? Because right now, that is the system that has hold on them. That is the only system they know. And that is why, as this rally states, as our theme states, we have a duty to build this world, right? We have a duty to free our people from the chains of colonialism, from the rocks that are bogging them down in this imperialistic system that is crumbling and making our people crumble with it. Right? Like our people do not deserve to still be within a pandemic when we know that the solution is so easy. Our people deserve to not be blamed, just because they're not getting just because they're not getting that, they are being blamed for this pandemic. Right? When we really know, Fauci, it's you. Yes. Joe Biden, it's you. Right? Our people deserve so much better. Our people deserve so much better than this. And that's exactly what Black Hammer is doing. We are pulling our people out of the crossfire of colonialism. Let these whites do a little white on white crime. I am cool with that. Let the far right groups in Europe take out their liberal governments. Let the liberals take out the far right governments. I am cool with that. Let them do their thing. I will watch and I will clap and I will eat my popcorn. But what I need to do is get my people out of there.
Yes.
Right? That is why, we do everything we do. That is why we are out on these trains, because, even though the empire is crumbling, they're still forcing our people to go to work. Yeah. They are still forcing our people to, do all these things that make them even more vulnerable to coronavirus, right? Mm-hmm. They are putting so much stress and abuse on our people. They are, still sexually assaulting and harassing our people in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. And we have to get them out of there. That's what Black Hammer is for. We are pulling them out of the colony and into the new world, into the free world. That is what our duty is. Yes. That is what our duty is at the end of the day, comrades. Right? We are protecting our people from this system that is It's going to burn, but we cannot let our people burn with it. And unless we do something, the way things are looking, it is taking our people down with it. It is trying its hardest to lash out, right? And pull our people even more into this system. Like, we know that, they're prepping for a war with China. And I'm, at this point, I'm 90% sure they're going to have a draft. And who is drafted? It's not the white people who drafted first. It's the poor and working class colonized people in all of our nations. My country of India, I know, being a bootlicking country, they're going to want to go to war with China for the United Snakes. And who are they going to force to be in the military? The poor and working class. Who is going to suffer the most when there's a resource crunch that comes from these wars? The poor and working class. Who is going to suffer as cities like Miami, New Orleans, the whole country of Bangladesh go underwater? The poor and working class. This is not their crisis. How can we as revolutionaries then just watch them and watch them drown with it? How can we as revolutionaries just sit and watch? How can we even think of taking a break, as CIC said, when there's so many crises happening all over the globe? The fight in Afghanistan isn't even over because they still have US imperialism to deal with. They still have sanctions to deal with. Our comrades in Afghanistan need us. Our comrades in New Guinea need us because they deserve to, not have a government that is just swayed by, a little like money from Israel or the US. They deserve a government that's truly for them. Right? We need to pull our people in Guinea out of that crisis. We need to pull our people here in the United Snakes out of that crisis. Our people in Brazil who are caught, with this just crazy, leader of their country known as Bolsonaro, right? Who has been crazy since day one. That man is wild. No words for him. Our people don't deserve that. The people of Brazil don't deserve that. So that's what I'm here for today, right? This is my call to action. And that's exactly what Black Hammer is doing. We're doing the action, but are you going to come with us? Right? We're going to New Orleans, but are you going to come with us? Whether it's in support or if you're physically there, because you can be physically there. You just got to join, baby. You just got to join. It's that easy. Right?
Join, baby, join.
Exactly. Join, baby, join. We are going back to New Orleans with the purpose of pulling our people out of the crossfire, with the purpose of showing our people revolution and building this world where they don't have to rely on the colony no longer, building them new homes, right, that can withstand hurricanes, or taking them wherever else they want to go. Maybe some of them don't want to be in New Orleans. That's what I heard from a lot of people, and they want to leave. Then Black Hammer is going to help them do that, and Black Hammer is going to do everything we can. Today it's just going to be fixing up houses with tarps, right? But tomorrow we'll be there building solar panels, right? Tomorrow we'll be there building all this amazing infrastructure, rebuilding the forests and the mangroves that were destroyed by colonialism so that Louisiana can withstand floods and hurricanes again. We can do that. We have that power. We have that power, y'all.
We got power.
And that is exactly how we pull our people out of this crisis, by building with them, by giving them the tools, by listening to them, right? Because a lot of our people, they want to get out. They just don't have another way, but Black Hammer has the way, and we are there to show it to them, right? And you are going to be there to show it to them, aren't you?
That's right.
You are not just gonna sit on your butt and watch the news and just do nothing, because we've been doing nothing for a while, y'all. We've been doing nothing for a while. I lived 21 years of my life just panicking, watching the news and not knowing what to do, right? I wish I'd found revolution earlier, but I am glad I found it when I did. Yes. Right? And now that I know I can do something, I'm not gonna let anything in the world stop me. Nope. Like that book said, like that white man Robert Tabor said in War on the Flea, once an oppressed people are ready, to win back their freedom, there's no power in the world that can stop them. Mm-hmm. The freedom tastes so good, y'all. Mm-hmm. Right? The ability to do something nice for your people, to do something good for your people, to feel the love. It feels so good.
Yes, it does.
But most of all, it's my duty. Now that I see the contradiction, now that I know what to do about it, I better do something about it. Right? Like, I have the power now. And a lot of people out there, like CIC said, they have the power, right? But they don't have the will. They don't have the will. But Black Hammer has the will. And we are showing our people that. And we are going back to New Orleans. And, as we speak, I am working with the Ministry of People's Affairs, planning another trip, planning every single resource our people need, connecting back with, I'm going to be asking Chief Nadia for help connecting back with the people we met in New Orleans, asking them what they need, telling them we are coming. We're not going to leave you like these nonprofits. We're not going to leave you like FEMA or the National Guard. We are going to be there with you. Like, we are going to go through this with you, right? We will experience the hurricanes that hit Louisiana with you, and we will protect you at the same time. That's what I'm here to do. What are you here to do? Right? What are you here to do? Do you see your duty? Do you see your duty, comrades? Do you see, person who's watching this rally? Land back. That's all I have today. Make sure to donate to Black Hammer Atlanta, because we're going out there with even more supplies, which means even more money. We want to get like 5 trucks this time. I don't know if we have enough drivers for 5 trucks, but you know what? I'll learn to drive.
Black Hammer trucks coming soon.
Black Hammer trucks. I already have it in my head of what I want the trucks to look like, y'all. They're gonna be out there, just like us, flashy, flamboyant, not at all humble, because I'm not going to be humble. I'm serving the people. What's there to be humble about? All right, y'all. Yes, the ambulance. The ambulance. Land back, y'all. I will see you next week in Louisiana, because that's where we're going to be for this next Tuesday rally. I'm going to be back in Louisiana with my people, live streaming from New Orleans. All right. Land back.
Land back. SG. Okay. SG said, I got the power. Okay. Land back. Yes. Hammers continue to do the darn thing out in the streets, building power with our people every single day, and making sure that, we call out this climate crisis that stems from colonialism, that we call out this employment, job crisis, all of that, because we already know Slow Joe be moving. We see how he be backtracking on his tweets and everything. Yes. Like, you said this one thing that week and this other thing this past week. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we not gonna trust any of these leaders.
Yeah, pulling down tweets and stuff. It's ridiculous. I've been watching it.
But what you thought of SG's speech? Let us know. Let us know.
SG's speech, as usual, per usual, always sticking to the points that need to be pointed out. Especially these issues that are, we see throughout, every nation that has, adopted colonialism. And then you see all these puppets that's doing, their people wrong. Especially, in Brazil, it's been very because I have friends down there, so they told me like the fact that their president is similar to President Trump as in the way of like wanting to further imperialism, not caring about the people, not caring about putting people out of their homes. Even pre-COVID, they were putting people out of their homes. So it's just like displacing people is a really big thing. And then the fact that like the petty bourgeoisie, those are the people that are trying to protect this system, and keep it intact. So the media, in the way the media pushed it out, it made it seem like the people were at war with the police, but it really wasn't that at all. So yeah, it's the misframing of everything, I feel like, and us being able to really break it down and really give it to the people in the way that it's supposed to be. So
exactly, breaking it down how it needs to be for the people every single time. So make sure to continue sharing, liking, commenting on this live, and letting the people know that this is where the real breakdown occurs, in these Tuesday rallies. And it's gonna happen in NOLA next week. So you better come through, let your friends know, let your family know, and let them know right now. Tell them, put it on your calendar. Because it's going to happen every single Tuesday, okay? And remember to continue donating to Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org, so we can make sure to get those resources to our people. Because it's coming up quick, all right? 1 week, it's like this, honey. Woo. You're like, oh, action items piling up, okay? Got to make sure I get it out the way real quick and that you stay on top of it. So make sure to continue donating to Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org to truly get to the people and make sure that they get these resources and that they are building this world, all right? Building this dual contending power. And speaking of which, on the ground, we see it happening with our people, right? Our people are brilliant, all right? Colonized people, we're brilliant as hell. We know everything. All right, that's why we were able to make a whole calendar before this. What is it called? The Gregorius calendar, whatever calendar exists now. All right, we were able to live in that way, understanding, what was happening with the seasons, with the days, with the sun, with the moon, right? Understanding how to interact with Mama Earth, the brilliance. And that's all happening on the ground. And our wonderful Corporal Nadia is going to let us know what is happening on the ground around the world, all right? And how are we continuing to build and connect with our people? Because I know all our chapters had something going on this past week. So lay it out to us, Corporal Nadia.
Let's do it.
Land
back.
Let's go, Nadia.
Yeah.
Land back, y'all. Can I get a land back up in here?
Land back.
Land back, everybody. My name's Corporal Nadia, repping the African nation and the Petty Boot aspiring class. But like everybody else here, we out here committing class suicide, and I use they, them pronouns. I'm so glad to be here with y'all tonight and give you a layout of what's going on in the ground. My reason for doing a little vibe check with you tonight is because I wanted to tell y'all that Black Hammer, to no one's surprise, is healthier and badder than ever. And that's because we've been practicing what this rally theme has laid out. We've been taking our duty to build a free world very, very, very seriously. And I'm gonna show y'all that by highlighting the work 2 of our chapters have done on the ground, starting off with Cali.
Yes.
Okay. We've been having amazing outreaches as an organization as a whole, but I really wanted to showcase how we've been progressing, right? Our capacity to hold larger events has only been getting larger and larger, and we've been able to provide and protect our people at a rate that we weren't able to do 4 months or even 2 months ago. So we constantly we leveling up constantly. And one of the greatest examples I can think of about this is our Cali chapter. Our Cali chapter just hosted an amazing event called the Chill Drill, okay, in collaboration with our Natural Events and Preparedness Committee. And this event was organized with the intent to protect our people from heat waves, okay, which is a very serious concern down in Cali. I know Cali is known as the Golden State, but it is now, unfortunately, in 2021, also being known as the wildfire state, right? And so our Cali chapter, they saw that the needs of our people weren't being met by the state per usual, right? As we saw here, as has been laid out. And they were like, no, we about to do something about this. And they did, okay? They sure did. And I'm sure y'all can see these beautiful pictures out here of our Cali chapter on the ground, holding it down, educating our people on how to protect themselves from these heat waves, providing resources to them. Yes, the wildfire state, providing resources to them, talking to them about cooling centers and all of that, which is so, so, so very important. The other thing I wanted to talk about and highlight is our very own headquarters, our ATL chapter, okay? ATL. Come on, y'all. I know y'all feel it. I know y'all been seeing the work that we've been doing. We've been moving, chasing our people, right? We started out in our communities doing cleanups out in the West End here in Atlanta. And we did this in our hoods, right? Where we know that garbage piles up the most and has so many consequences for our people, right? I'm talking like asthma, like all kinds of like wild ass anyways, our people loved it, right? And we still out here hustling, inviting them out on the outreaches with us. So many of our people are now continuing. I call up our people, I talk to them, and they be recognizing us. They be recognizing us. When Black Hammer gonna come back? When Black Hammer is gonna come back? How can I join you? How can I help? These are the kinds of things that our people are telling us. We next decided to follow our people by going to the trains, right? Catching them in the morning while they're on their way to work and to school, right? All tired and about to put in 8 hours at the least, slaving away for the white man, right? And we know out here, when I tell you, I want to tell y'all, I want to paint a picture for y'all real quick. So be patient with me. I'm gonna paint it. When I tell y'all the smiles that were on our people's faces when we were out there passing out them care packages. And not only that, right? Not only were we out there passing out these care packages, passing out these masks, these granola bars to our people, we were informing them and letting them know that they can do this too, To this day, I was calling up our contacts from the MARTA train outreach that we just had to maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And they were telling me that they still remembered us. And were willing to join us, wanted to come out there with us, right? And that's because our people are very much aware of and know, these are our people, the poor working class, on the trains in the morning, hustling, going to work, going to school, and we were out there serving them, and we will continue to be, because we know that the state forgets about them. Nobody cares except for Black Hammer. And we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep being out there because those are our people. That's us.
Never stop.
We will never, ever, ever stop. And then finally, the highlight of this was we showed the same thing. When we went down to New Orleans this past weekend. And it was amazing. Like CIC laid out, I found out like we pretty much organized this in around like less than 48 hours, right? And we could not have done this without the support of our people who showed out. Y'all showed out. Shout out to everybody who shared our posts, who fundraised, who made sure that we got the resources that we needed so we could purchase these packages. Let me tell y'all how many packages we passed out. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I don't think y'all are ready. We passed out over 1,000 care packages to our people. We passed out over 1,000 care packages to our people in the hoods. And like SG and CIC were saying, I didn't see FEMA out there. I didn't see Red Cross out there. One man I was talking to said that the state hadn't been out there for 3 days. But you know who was? Black Hammer was. And Black Hammer was out there because we were like, we're not having another Katrina. We're not having a repeat of Katrina. We will live. We will live despite white power's attempts to genocide us. They will always fail, because they will fail as long as the Vanguard continues to exist, as long as poor colonized people are willing to haul ass and drive all the way down to Louisiana, no matter the circumstances, no matter power lines being dropped, no matter torrential rains pouring down, no matter us sleeping in a car, having to eat jerky. It doesn't matter. We'll go through anything. We'll go through hell and back if it means that we are going to be out there protecting and serving our people the way that they deserve to be protected. And we didn't see the state out there, and we never would have seen the state out there. And that's because we know that the colony only exists to kill us. If we're not, hustling for them, slaving away for them, making them resources, if they're not taking things from us, then they want nothing to do with us, right? And so that's why we went down to Louisiana. And that is why we are going back, because despite the work that we did there, despite being embraced and loved on by the people, we knew deep down in our hearts that wasn't enough, that we had to go back. And that's why we're going back. We're going back again next week. And this time we're going to be out there building with our people, rebuilding in a way that has never been done before. We still see the effects of hurricanes like Harvey, Katrina. We know them things have never been rebuilt. And Black Hammer is going to be there with our people, rebuilding. And not only that, like just repairing their homes and things like that, we're bringing them into the revolution. We're bringing them into the revolution. I was talking to people today, getting confirmations, for the rally and everything, and people were
staying on top of our social media pages, asking, how our trip down to Louisiana was, asking, how can I donate? How can I join y'all? How can I participate? And this is the kind of support that we need, right?
Mhm.
And so I want to make sure that y'all continue to donate to our Cash App, BH Atlanta, and our Venmo at BH Atlanta, so that we can continue to further these programs, so that when we go down to Louisiana, and we will go back, and not only will we go to Louisiana, we will go all over, wherever our people are, meeting their needs again and again and again and again and again, right? Y'all need to keep making sure that y'all are donating and that y'all are joining, because you can do this too.
Yeah.
There is nothing different. There is nothing different about any of the people that took that trip, that mission down to Louisiana. We were just regular colonized people who decided that we were going to fight. We were going to fight for our people because we knew the state was not coming. And this is a choice, as Chief Oju was saying earlier, this is a choice that we all can make as colonized people, right? It's just simply a matter of that will that SG was talking about, right? There's nothing different that separates any of us, right?
Nothing.
We just regular people deciding that enough is enough. We know the state ain't coming, so we're going to do it ourselves. And our people understand that. Our people understand that. We out there, we're talking to them, letting them know, and they knew that. We've gone up to them, we're passing out these care packages because, the state ain't going to be out here, nothing. They knew it. They were like, yes, and we appreciate it. And I'm going to be out here joining you. I'm going to be out here coming out next time. And so that's the state of the grounds. That's everything that I have for y'all. Be sure to keep up with everything that we're doing on our IG page, BH Atlanta and Black Hammer Times. Be sure to also check us out and continue supporting us at BH Atlanta and our Cash App and Venmo, BH Atlanta. And also come through. We be calling y'all. We're going to keep calling y'all. We want y'all out here on these outreaches and everything. We're going to keep progressing as an organization, doing bigger and better things. And we're going to be replicating this all across the country and the world. Okay, so come through, show your support. We love it to see it. Our people, the crisis of imperialism demands it, and we definitely are going to make sure that we're serving our people in any capacity that we need. Land back, y'all.
Land back, Corporal Nadia.
Yes.
Thank you so much for laying out the state of the grounds, and salute to the California chapter for hosting that chill drill, making sure that our people are staying, cool and everything, because I know we got a hot summer that just hit California real hard, and that drought out there is just wilding, honey, okay, with the wildfires and everything. And talking about the Atlanta chapter, Chief Solomon, you was on the ground too.
Yes, I was on the ground. I was enjoying it. Getting back from New Orleans and coming and getting right back into it with Atlanta, doing our outreach at the MARTA train. Great, getting up early. I have no problem getting up early and serving my people. A little druggy at first, but as soon as we got there, and as soon as the first person we was able to speak to, it was, the people were surprised. They kind of had, a little, because it was a reoccurring thing. They knew we was going to be there, but the packages that we had for them, they were like, oh my gosh. One guy was like, I got 2 masks in my bag, so it's he had his one K9 mask, K995 on, but he had 2 more of them in his bag. And he's he didn't even want to take a bag, because he's someone else really would need that. So it's just our people is even, that much, they understand the need of others, and not putting themselves over the need of others. So it was good to see that, being able to, fight aside our people Purple Days, at Savananda was great. Doing that, going out to the club, hitting the club and seeing our people out in the club was great. Being able to then again, get up and, serve our people again at, the event, Black Pride event, was great, because we were able to, it's a festival. So, at festivals, they have booths and stuff like that, set up stuff like that. When we walked through, people that was at booths was like, yo, what did y'all do? We need to get on with what y'all doing, because it's really about understanding our community, the Black community, the LGBT community. We deserve service. It's not just a thing that we want. No, we deserve it. And just speaking to people about the four principles, that's really what drew a lot of people in.
Mhm.
Just the four principles is like, yeah, this is what I like this. I like that you have this, and it directly is speaking to colonized people. It's not an everybody inclusive type of thing. It's colonized people. And even when we were giving away the packages and having to let the colonizers know, like, yo, this isn't for you. We don't have this for you. And the reason why we don't have this for you is because you've stolen, resources, basically. And then getting people to winning people over to join reparations, which was dope as well. So, hey, we do it. We do it however it has to be done.
Exactly. We do it however it needs to be done.
Yes.
And I was up in the club and I found one of my people and they were dancing and everything. I was like, why are they dancing alone? So I got up in front of them and started the competition and I pulled out the flyer. I was like, by Black Hammer, you're looking at these four principles of unity. Okay, we starting a whole competition over here. But you could still check out and be a part of the revolution because our people, in revolution, we having a good time. And we're going to make sure to continue to have a good time with our people as we continue to steal ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is about the work that we put in for the people. It is about the resources that we are getting back for our people. And it is about making sure that we are truly uniting with the collective in order for us to truly build this world, in order for us to truly construct these new homes that our people need. To make sure that we rebuild Mama Earth with her, that we listen to her, that we be heavily self-critical to her, right? And so I can't wait to get back on the ground, honey, okay? Every single day. Outreach for you, outreach for you, outreach for you. All right. But, of course, the K9 5 masks and everything, the climate crisis and whatnot. Guess who has been informing us about this all this time as well, making sure that they are on the ones and twos with the research and everything, as well as making sure that they are staying in contact with us all the way throughout, our time down at NOLA, making sure that if we gotta move something in order to make sure that the people are safe and protected, then we gonna move, okay?
Right. Yes.
And I know Minister Wren be moving with all them calls and everything I know they were making.
Yes.
True, better than a meteorologist that you see on TV, honey, right?
Yes.
They're actually providing us with solutions rather than leaving us to hang. So without further ado, I cannot wait to introduce to you our wonderful Minister of People's Affairs, Minister Wren. Land back.
Land back, everyone. Appreciate the introduction. As y'all heard, my name is Minister Wren. I represent the nations of Panama y Colombia, and I am the class of Petibou, committing that Petibou, the class suicide. And I use they, she pronouns, that chef's kiss-ness, as SG Tiger said. And as we have been talking about, it is our duty to build a new world, and not just a new world, but a better one. And one of the ways that we're doing that is making sure that people know the truth about what is going on. And that means, with the natural events that are happening. The natural events that are happening and how much they're changing and how quickly they've been changing. With Ida, there was, oh my goodness, the trajectory kept on changing, the status kept on changing. And that's what the Ministry of People's Affairs is about, making sure that not just, Hammers, but people around the globe are aware of how these changes are affecting themselves and their communities. We want to make sure that people, and not just affecting them, but how can they overturn it? How can they prepare for it? One of the other truths that we have been on top of for quite some time now is also with COVID, with this Rona. Rona has been wreaking havoc, especially in our colonized communities, for so long. And we are here to make sure that y'all are always up to date on what's happening. unlike this, colonial system that continues to flip-flop back and forth, this so-called doctor that continues to spread lies, be like, oh, my bad, every time that he has misspoken. We've been here, we've been steady in our stance of how y'all should be moving, how y'all should be safe with Rona, how y'all should like make sure that your communities are safe as well. And spreading as much information about this as possible. That's why we have our KN95 masks. That's why we tell people to wash their hands, wear glasses or goggles when y'all are doing outreach. Like y'all, we have to make sure that not just us, but our communities know this. And that's, what we've been about, what we've been working on. And y'all just make sure that y'all are spreading this information. And, we have been on top of COVID, making sure that we're passing out thousands of masks, giving out these, giving COVID tips every single week at these rallies. And, this is why we're here, to make sure that y'all have as much of the facts as possible, as much facts as that we know, we're making sure that y'all are up to date too. And that's why, even with our natural events, with our new app that we are developing, that we are currently coding, in the process of coding for, that is also a way that we're making sure that y'all have the truth with everything, right? We need accurate information, not just in the snakes, not in just these imperialist countries, but worldwide. With not just, here's what's happening. You're about to get hit with, a hurricane or a tornado, but how can you prepare? How can you be safe during these natural events? Because we have been living, like colonized people have been living with these natural events for centuries and being safe with it, right? And being making sure that their entire community has been safe with it. But through colonization, we have lost a lot of that knowledge. And we're making sure that through this app, that knowledge is easily accessible and accurate. With Ida, with these floods, with these, with these tornadoes that were happening on the Northeast right after Ida happened, or from the remnants of Ida, a lot of people weren't aware. There was a hurricane, a tornado, not even 50 miles from my hometown. I had to call up my mom and be like, hey, do you know that this is happening? And that type of thing should not be something that I have to, make sure and call, right? I can't call every single person I know in that area. So with this app, we'll make sure that people have that information and have these alerts accessible to their phone. And that's the truth, making sure that the truth, and not just the truth, but the protocols that will keep them safe, is accessible to everyone. And just being able to prepare for it. And and even just what we saw with Ida and the remnants of it in New York, in NOLA, and all different parts of the Northeast, people didn't know how to handle the floodwaters. People didn't know how to handle the tornadoes. And that's what we were on the ground. We were making sure that people were doing up to date with that, but also in the air, making sure that we were putting out as much information so that people could stay safe. And that's what this app will be the culmination of, so that we don't have to constantly be hitting up people. We can make sure that this is accessible on your phone. So yeah, and last but not least, I also want to give y'all a quick little COVID or Rona update as well. With all of these things, the crux of it is always making sure that we have dictatorship over our lives. And right now they are putting this colonial experimental drug, trying to force it on us, trying to make sure that, they can make their buck off of our lives. And we're saying, no, there are other ways that we can do this. There is other ways that, we can make sure that people are staying safe outside of this experimental thing. We are making sure that people have this information readily available. And if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you're I need more information about why, this drug isn't safe, right? Then hit us up at the health helpline at protonmail.com, where we'll answer any kind of questions that y'all have. Make sure that y'all are well informed. But just because this this drug has been approved by this like colonial state does not mean that it's going to make sure that y'all are staying safe, especially with this new variant, this mu variant, variant. It's been shown that there's they have real concerns that this variant is going to affect how or is going to bypass the effects of this drug, right? Like it has enough, it's a big enough variant where the drug would have very little effect to it. So if anything at all. So if you were a little bit scared, like, oh my God, there's a whole nother variant out. We just got over Delta. Now there's another one. Follow our protocols. That's why they're there. Don't go running to this state and this colonial drug just because of that fear. Have dictatorship over your life. Take your life into your hands and follow the protocols that not only we have been saving hammers, right, and have been saving the communities that we've been serving, but these are protocols that are based off of China. These are protocols that have made sure that China has been COVID safe all along. So if China's numbers nowhere near our numbers right now. So just looking at the numbers, just off of that, you should be following the information that we have been putting out for months, and making sure that y'all are staying safe. So if you are interested in learning more about what we do, or even just getting plugged in into NEPC, our Natural Events Preparedness Committee, or IT, where we're building our own app, or food ministry, where we're making sure that people are getting information on how to get free food, or global health, where we're, spreading information about, what's going on with COVID and everything, then email us at bh-mpa@protonmail.com and we will get you plugged in. We need people. We need to make sure that people are well informed and well prepared. Once again, I cannot emphasize how much preparedness can save people's lives. So make sure that y'all are, if you're interested in any of those different committees, or if you just want to learn more, then hit me up at bh-mpa@protonmail.com. And also, if you have emails or supplies, then you can also email us. But yeah, land back. I will pass it back to Chief Ama to wrap up. Hope everyone enjoyed the rally. Land back.
Land back, everyone. And thank you so much to Minister Wren and the rest of the Ministry of People's Affairs for laying that out to us. All right, letting us know the truth in this world of falseness and everything. So thank you so much for keeping up with it and making sure that hammers are staying safe out there on the ground every single time. Woo, honey, that rain was coming down. I was like, dang, I haven't seen something like this since like Harvey. Okay, but making sure that we get to the next safe place, making sure that we get to the next, place of high ground, all right, and making sure that we can go back to the people to interact with them, right? So I can't wait for next week, Minister Wren, and what the Ministry of People's Affairs is going to lay out for us as well. But we have come to the end of our Tuesday rally, and I want to thank everyone for being up in this rally. And, the presenters, y'all came through and killed it. As always, letting us know and letting the people know what the solutions are in order to make sure that we are picking up the hammer and creating something that is brand new, right? Creating something that will truly bring our people in to their liberation, into something that they have never felt before under colonialism. Because we've been experiencing this for 600 plus years, right? Who do y'all know that has lived for 600 plus years at this point? Maybe like a turtle or something. There's probably like a turtle out there that knows what's up and everything. But now, we have to make sure that our people don't have to live through another 600 years of this, that they don't have to live through another 10 years, even another day, and we will get to that point as we continue to build. So thank you so much to Defense for laying out how you will continue to protect the colonized masses of the world. Thank you so much, Agitation and Propaganda, for putting on this rally for us tonight and making sure that our people get the absolute truth, as well as this political education, and our State of the Hammer, given by one of the best storytellers I know, of course, and letting us know what was occurring out there on the ground and how we need to go back. So when you see this Tuesday rally next week, you're going to see us with the camera, okay? Yes, live now, okay? We're going to be even better than those vlogs that y'all see on YouTube and everything. But, of course, making sure that we also continue to raise resources for the people, okay? We up in this revolutionary church, and y'all getting this revolutionary word, so I'm gonna make sure to pass around this revolutionary collection plate to everyone, because we're gonna be back out there, all right, on the ground in NOLA every single Tuesday. We're going to be back out there in the clubs with our people so they can make sure to get access to masks, right? Because we see where this jab is going. And honey, it's already a mu variant out, you know, and so our people need this now, right now. And that means resources right now. So donate to Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org. I saw somebody earlier, Riley Summers, $250. Okay, come through. Okay, come through. Chief Oju with the $10 more. Okay, that's a whole nother pack of K95 masks right there. Who's gonna come through with another $10? I told you about these cases of water, right? And during like these hurricanes and everything, people don't have access to water for several weeks. Okay, they have already predicted that Hurricane Ida will leave people without water for at least 3 weeks. Okay, at least 3 weeks. So I see, okay, CIC coming with the $40. Okay, thank you so much. Making sure that we get like 2 cases of water for our people. Okay, but we need more, y'all. Okay, we gonna go up to Sam's Club and do a shopping trip for our people yet again. Okay, and you're gonna see us in there. All right, we're going to make sure they're documented for you. So continue donating to Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org, so we can make sure to get out these masks, get out these granola bars, get out that omega-3 trail mix to our people. They're going to be real energized, okay? Our people are already energized, right? They're already ready for revolution. So imagine once they get these resources, honey, they ready to go. Okay, they're ready to pick up the hammer already. So continue donating. Okay, I see y'all in these comments hyping each other up. Okay, but where them donations at? Okay, you talking about Costco? Okay, but let's come through for the donations for our people. Okay, let's have a little conversation about this collection plate for our people. So come through with the resources, and at any time you can donate to Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org, because we're going to be out on these streets again for our people, and we got to make sure that these resources get here fast. So you got all the time in the world to donate, but donate now. All right, land back. And of course, SG came through with their rousing speech and letting us know about what is occurring throughout this climate crisis, right? And how it continues to build up, and how these politicians, how these saltines don't care about our people. And so we must be the ones to build for ourselves, right? And they got to give their resources back. So pay them reparations, all right? And come through saltines with that. And of course, making sure that, you know, we are out on the ground meeting our people every single week was our wonderful Corporal Nadia coming through with the grounds report, Cali and Atlanta and Kenya and Illinois and Utah and all of these chapters out here killing it for the people. So make sure to go out on those outreaches this weekend, all right? And continue donating to Cash App, Venmo, Black Hammer Org, so our chapters can continue to get this out to the people. And of course, Ministry of People's Affairs, y'all came through with, the on the ground portion of everything and making sure that, we don't have to rely on just these meteorologists who tell us the bare minimum, who tell us, oh, it's just going to be a tropical storm, when it's really just going to, regardless, destroy all of our communities, right? So we have to rebuild our community and we have to know what's coming. And that's how Ministry of People's Affairs lays it out for us. So I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I appreciate you all very much. And we will see you at our next Tuesday rally. All right. We're going to be live streaming with the people. And be ready, Hammers. We're going to be out there all the time for our people. And you should be too. Mm-hmm. So if you're not a Hammer yet, make sure you join up at blackhammer.org. blackhammer.org/join. Y'all heard that here? blackhammer.org/join. And I will see y'all next week. Land back, y'all.